That's what I'm gonna do.
So you guys are okay if I stream too here?
Heck yeah, stream all you want.
Cool.
I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life.
Just in case you don't want me butting in.
You do whatever you feel like doing, man. Do whatever is in your heart.
Sounds good. I got no sound. Oh, there it is.
Well,
I just heard some cows moo. Got it.
ah, wait. Yeah, no, damn it. Come on, Ed. Get your head in the game. I took my buckets of water and put them back in my main base and stored them. Like a dumbass.
Like a boss.
Dumb boss.
What should I do with my castle here? What's the next step?
Lava?
Oh, you should build a moat.
A moat of lava?
Of lava.
No, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Or
Okay.
just a moat of water.
I am fine with whichever you want to do, but a lava moat would be pretty ballin'.
And if you want to do that, I'd totally help you because I need dirt.
You're welcome to all the dirt I have, man. I got my wheat fields. I need to collect. That's what I need. I need leather and books. I need to make a library for my enchanting table.
Yeah. So I've got the beginnings of a cow farm. You're free to like steal some cattle or breed cattle over here.
Oh yeah, no worries. I got some going here.
Oh, well, excellent.
Not a lot, but I'll feed them. Get them duplicated.
You know, that's what they're calling it. That's what the kids are calling it.
Netflix
Kids are
and
calling it
duplicate.
duplicating. Yeah. It's all over TikTok. Every time you go on TikTok, it's sea shanties and duplicating. Pretty sure Cardi B wrote a song about it.
Oh yeah, she started it, I'm sure.
Yeah. She would.
Dance and duplicate.
I think at the end of the day, the single greatest thing that Cardi B has ever done. I mean, she's done some pretty cool stuff, but the greatest thing that Cardi B has ever done was she has been a source of constant right-wing outrage. Like, nothing seems to get like the Ben Shapiro's of the world angrier than
Cardi B.
like a successful black woman. Yeah.
Well, good
I
for
mean,
her then. You know?
Yeah. And it always just, I live for that kind of trolling.
You know, I can't say that I've got any background knowledge about anybody kind of in that industry,
Sure.
but I'm sure the majority of them are more talented than I am.
That is, I agree. They are also far more talented than me.
You need to, you need a skill, and you gotta know how to exploit it. And
Yeah.
I think that's it takes skill. It takes intelligence to figure that stuff out.
I watched I can't remember who was doing the interview. It might have been Seth Meyers, but I was watching an interview with Megan Thee Stallion. She's like a pretty big deal. Anyways, she's like the most wholesome, like lovely person. And she gets a kick out of how angry she makes a certain segment of the population that just like she just drives them absolutely bonkers, and she's just like, yeah, I don't know, I don't understand, but here we are.
It makes her happy.
Yep. I think they're just mad that she's stupid rich and like crazy successful.
Just envious.
Correct. Let's just keep going.
Alright, I've got 28 books. I think I need 45 books, right?
I think so, yeah. That sounds correct.
Getting there.
You're doing it.
Doing it well.
Bees right outside.
You like that there's what?
Bees.
No.
Right outside.
What can we do with bees? Do they have a function?
Honestly, the only thing I would use them for, that I know of anyways, is to make like honey blocks that you can use with pistons.
Oh,
Uh,
interesting.
but I'm sure they do other things as well. That's just their only use.
Oh, I see. In the Feed the Beast mods that I use, there's bee genetics, where you basically breed different types of bees, and the bees will produce different kinds of honeycomb, and the honeycomb you can refine it to get things like diamonds and lapis lazuli and stuff like that. You can breed this one kind of bee um, that they basically every time that they're like swarming around their beehives, lightning will strike the ground, and so you can basically turn them into little defense turrets,
Sweet.
which I just think is ridiculous, but also hilarious.
Just fill the meadow with bees.
Yep. Yep. Welcome. Welcome. Enjoy the bees. All right. I think I've got enough. Got enough now to do a giant, giant portal. I kind of don't like the direction that I've run in, though. I'm going through like this big spruce forest, and I don't like those. I think I'm gonna go the other direction and like go off on an angle.
What's wrong with spruce?
I just hate chopping my way through them all. It's time consuming.
Fair.
I think. Do I have enough? Do I have shears?
That
Should
was
probably.
really weird. I clicked
that?
on my shears the moment you said the word shears. Don't do that.
Yeah, actually, I also
Oh my-
used them.
Oh my god! I thought I had shears.
Did you say you also clicked on your shears?
Yeah.
Did we all click on our shears at the same time?
Oh my god! Is it a glitch in the Matrix?
I think we found one. Oh hey, it looks like I've got a viewer. Who is there? Is that you, Sam? Probably
Not
Sam.
me.
Say hi if you're in the chat. Ed?
It's not me.
Random?
It's a random.
Is that you?
It's a random. Dude, you've made it.
Oh, they're gone. I scared them off.
You're a professional streamer.
Good, and don't come back. I don't do this for you.
And stay out.
Nobody wanted you anyway. Mike, do you have carrots?
No, actually. I haven't found a single
Yeah.
carrot yet.
I usually just go out and kill zombies until I can find one. Because they sometimes will drop them.
We could always go on a little voyage for the town.
Oh yes, we could do that.
And
Well,
rob
let's. Yes, exactly, and rob them blind.
Oh, I
Should
did
we?
see some illagers or whatever they're called near our stuff, by the way. So
I
they
saw
might
them.
come again, and we can murder them.
Yeah, I saw them a few days ago. But I just left them alone, and they left me alone.
Yeah.
You know, like the good people they are. Come here, cows. Duplicate. Duplicate.
Like they do on the Discovery Channel. Duplicate now.
Oh man, I'd totally forgotten about the Bloodhound Gang until you reminded me. What a time, eh?
Yeah. The greatest generation.
Sure. Oh man, just ridiculous. Okay, should we? Yeah, I'm gonna store all this, and we can go to sleep. And when we get up in the morning, we can go on a rampage
Let's do
or
it.
an adventure.
Both.
Yes,
A rampaging adventure.
correct. The best kind of adventure. All right. Into bed.
Be there momentarily.
Tee.
I don't know.
Come on.
Ed and I slept in the same bed last night.
That's correct.
It's cozy. Still left up.
There was only 2 beds.
Should make a king size.
True.
You just push them together.
Every time I play this game, this is the first time I've created created a house where I haven't made a second bed for Sarah.
Uh-huh.
I always make a second bed so that she can stay here and use my base until she builds her own. I just feel that that's only right.
Well, I've got all of this space, so if you guys want to just build in my castle walls, that's cool.
Sweet. Do you guys want to meet me over near Graham's little wood house, and then we can sort of head off?
That's great.
Yeah.
I was wondering whose that was.
Yep, that's his.
Yeah. Does anybody have like a fair amount of food?
I've got some
Michael,
food I can
know
give you.
Have 20 pieces of beef.
Do you need beef? I got bread and I got beef.
I got bread.
I got 7 pork chops. I feel like that's fine. But like if I'm
Oh yeah, that'll be fine.
I'll bring a bunch extra.
Don't know how far we're going.
Yeah.
Do you guys see all the flowers I planted?
I like them. I may have stolen one or two.
That's okay. And I planted all of these trees. Well, not all of them.
Nice.
Somebody else has been planting. Ooh, bees.
I like planting the trees until you get the nice big ones, and then I keep replacing all the little guys until the big ones are all there.
Okay.
And then I like throwing vines and lamps or lanterns into the trees, and it makes it look all like a little grove.
Cool.
I love lamp.
I'll work on that.
It's wonderful. Oh, who's this guy?
It is I.
It is Michael.
Did you check out my castle?
I did check out your castle. It's amazing. I did a walkthrough.
Took me a couple of days.
Ooh.
Like real life days.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, you had done a lot more than I thought, actually.
Yeah. So, Mike, I was thinking that we would head over this way. Over that way. This way. Because I want to build a portal in that general area. So if we're already heading in that direction, we can do 2 things at once.
Sure.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Correct.
Or whatever the alternatives to that saying.
Yeah.
Hey, a
look.
bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
In for a penny, in for a pound. I don't know. Look
People
at,
in glass houses sink ships.
You guys still got armor? Impressive.
I
lost mine in a bunch of lava.
Oh.
Do you want some?
Oh yeah. I'm just too lazy to make some more.
Okay.
Well, that's okay.
You do you.
Exactly. I don't want to cramp your style. Come here, egg.
Oh, yeah, get that lever.
I'm getting it.
I need my library.
Getting my pork chops.
Hiya!
Oh, I guess leave a couple of cows alive around here, though, in case Graham wants them.
Exactly. We can't be greedy.
Oh, here's Ed's starship base.
Yep. Always.
I think I saw it when it was just the center column.
Yeah, when I first started building, I left it for a couple of days like that, and then I had to cook off so much brick because I basically refused to make it out of cobblestone.
Oh, yeah.
As you should.
Well,
Cobblestone's my favorite ingredient.
I'm particular about how I build.
Oh,
I like brick.
do you want this these reeds? We can harvest and replant right now.
Oh yeah, go for it. Filthy Pride, what resource pack do I use? I use Sphax Pure BD, which is like a comic booky sort of one. And then I'm using, I believe Continuum is the shader pack that I'm using. And then of course I use Optifine as well, so that it smooths it out and makes it look all pretty. Yeah, get that paper.
The damn reeds.
Yeah, I've been using this particular resource pack, like pretty much. I've been using it for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. I've tried tons and tons of other ones, but I find like the realistic ones, they don't work for me. Like they're just not my style. This one is like, it's bright and it's sort of clean. It's not super busy, so I really like it. I enjoy it greatly. Oh, I see you, mountains. Maybe this was the wrong way. Where are you guys? Oh, there you are. Just running along, murdering sheep, or pigs and cattle.
I got a Piggly Wiggly in the chat giving me a sad face.
Why?
You okay, Piggly Wiggly?
Probably because you're murdering things, or someone's murdering things.
Logan's killing the pigs. It's not
It's just
me.
Logan.
No, he's doing chickens. He's not discriminating.
Nah, he's an equal opportunity killer. This channel is not vegan friendly.
That's true. We need the leather.
It's true. How else are we gonna make books?
I guess you don't get leather from pigs, though, do you?
You do not.
That's weird.
I think you get leather from llamas, though. Weirdly enough.
Okay.
Oh, I
Alright.
should probably like
Okay.
put down some things so that we all kind of know where we're going.
We'll wing it.
Yeah, I feel good about that.
Ooh, look at all these
Ooh.
cows. Need that leather. Ooh,
Get 'em.
bee.
Get it.
I haven't seen bees before today.
Oh, really? Yeah, they were introduced in an expansion pack last year. Get him!
It's been a while since I
Get
played
'em.
it, apparently.
Get him!
Piggly
You
Wiggly's
wanted
giving
me
me
get-
lots of sad faces now.
Yeah, see, you're just murdering everything.
If you don't want me to kill him, I won't kill him. Just tell me, leave the animals alive, and I won't hurt the animals. I can't speak for Logan. Ooh, look at this
I was-
forest.
I was gonna say you can't make promises for Logan. He's a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one I didn't want to cut my way through.
Some
I was
wolves.
I wish I could domesticate one, but I didn't. I don't have the right stuff. Is anyone seeing like any like smoke on the horizon or any fires from villages?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, so villages, especially forest villages now, will have little campfires, the same kind that we can build, and so you'll see little smoke plumes.
Billowing. Ooh, a lot of
Yep.
coal. Why don't we? Do you want to just follow the mountainside around the forest?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
let's
easier
do
to
that.
find our way back.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I think Piggly Wiggly's angry.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. If it's about the animals, like I said, I won't kill any more animals. Logan might. Ed might.
I mean, I might not, but Logan definitely will, and I support him in that. That's his right. He can do it. He can kill all the animals.
Yeah. I'll kill monsters.
Yeah, exactly. I like to kill monsters, but if he feels like murdering defenseless animals, gee, who are you to tell him not to? I think it's in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. He has a charter right to kill everything. That's true, right? Sounds true.
It sounds true. It sounds like
Sounds like
for necessities purpose. You
Yeah.
gotta feed your family.
yeah, it sounds
You can't-
legit.
Can't hold it against a person. Unless they're doing it like maliciously.
Yeah,
With evil intent, Logan.
yeah.
Logan, are you muted?
Yo, yes.
Uh,
Man, this explains a lot.
every time.
You're just really quiet for a while. Keep bringing you up.
Yeah. Which way should we go?
Yeah. Trophy hunting bad. Hunting for leather good.
It's hunting for a purpose. Sure.
Hunting skeletons for trophies. That's
Ooh,
So,
that's the winner right there.
you know what? You're a nerd when someone says the word hunting and all you think of is supernatural.
Yeah.
I've
That show.
been
So
trying to
good.
finish it off.
I haven't watched the last 3 seasons, I think.
Yeah, me too. I just started the 13th season, I believe.
I don't know
Ooh.
what that is.
Pumpkins.
About where I'm at.
I think there's gonna be a T-Rex. I haven't seen it, but they shown a giant footprint, and
Sorry,
I think there's a
what?
T-Rex.
In Supernatural?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I see we've reached the end of the Earth. Well.
There's a desert over to the left, though.
Really?
Those are usually easy to find, don't you?
Yeah, let's go there.
There's annoying trees in the way.
Yo,
Yeah.
all the mobs like to spawn in deserts and you can see them. Good.
Yeah. But they're also mummies and shit, which...
I take it back. It wasn't a desert.
Oh, it's just like a sandbar?
No, it's snow.
Oh. Well.
Hey, but even so.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's a little frozen area, eh?
Alright, guys, night is coming.
Yeah. What are we gonna do? Just kill our way back?
Oh, hey, there's ice over there.
I mean, we could just keep going.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm fine just moving on.
Yeah, let's keep going. Let's go swimming.
Why don't we get some wood? We can build some boats.
So practical. Fine.
So we could
I gotta
jump in
punch
the
some
water.
trees. I didn't bring an axe with me. Oh, do you
I
have
brought a stone axe.
Ooh,
I got an iron.
I can punch him.
Yeah.
I'll punch him with this raw beef.
Also, would anyone want an automatic super smelter for stuff?
A what?
You can like build an automatic smelter, so it smelts all your ores. All you have to do is put them in a chest.
Oh, yes.
That's cool.
I was thinking of just building one for everybody. It's not
Sure.
Kind of makes it easier.
Spider.
Oh, hey, spider.
Oh.
Oh.
Skeletons. We need those bones.
Oh, die, spiders! Coming out of the dark, scaring me. What's the matter with you?
Got a boat.
I am also embotened.
Indeed.
It's like flying, but on the water.
There we go. Carry this. There we go. Where? Oh, dang. Hold on. Hold on! Okay. To the Arctic?
Well, that was
Oh.
That was a far voyage we just went on.
Oh, oh yeah, right. We're on the ice. Come on, man. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Hey, there's a bunny.
Can I bring this with me?
Yeah.
That a bunny though.
Get
Oh,
that
I think
bunny.
it sunk.
Get the bunny. Your boat sunk?
Yeah, I got it though.
Oh.
Oh, bunny. Ooh, weeds.
There we go. Oh, I see you, spiders.
Need those books
I see
for
you, zombie.
enchanting.
Hey. 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 I'm not afraid of you,
I ain't saying
ghost. Ghost facers.
He's the ghost when the others were not.
They're like opening little sizzle reel or whatever is just amazing.
It's the best thing ever.
What is that? This critter? Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
We got you. I think
no. You got poisoned or something?
I see some glowing purple in that direction. Is that a witch?
Oh, witches are the worst.
Oh, there's a snowy creeper. Hey, snowy creeper. Ooh. I felt that.
Ah, frozen trees.
Oh man, this is I'm pretty sure this is like one of the rarer biomes.
I think
Oh,
I
look at
went
all
over
these
some
little
of them.
bastards.
Oh, watch out.
Honestly, should have used it on me. Damn it.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot to make a shield.
Oh, Jesus.
I survived. I don't know how I survived, but I survived. This was a terrible idea.
Yeah, my sword's almost broken.
Oh.
Why don't we go into
Oh.
a cave? We can go in a cave.
Oh my
for a while.
god. Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
Follow me.
Did you
I'm
get
coming.
good slowness.
Yeah. He's that. It's whatever the hell those. It's whatever the hell those zombie bowman guys are. Those are new.
Yeah.
Just being an asshole over there.
It's a dead end.
That's okay. Put my back to the lava. No one can get at me that way. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good about. Oh, shiza.
Just
Gonna
want,
stay away from the swords.
just want to cap this off a little bit.
Logan's doing it behind you too.
Can't
Yeah, I
move.
was gonna like make it one block so we could just keep hitting them as it comes.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Eh.
Try to get
You
us
guys, I'm just gonna stay back here. I don't want to get in your way. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. I have 28 levels. If I die,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be so sad.
Don't want to waste them.
The key is just to like die earlier and it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. Just die early and often. It's okay. Oop. I keep hitting the wrong buttons.
Food, I guess.
Keep hitting the wrong buttons. That's the button I'm looking for. Okay, well, messed that up, but that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, smelt that whatever.
That raw beef.
Ooh, I could use a piece of raw beef. How many do you have?
15.
Oh, I just need one. I've got 18 pieces of bread, but I need to, diversify my diet.
That's fair.
I got an arrow of slowness.
Oh,
cool.
I wonder if it's because you killed one of those D-bags.
Like the skeletons, I guess they drop
Yeah,
random
those-
arrows at?
Oh, those zombie, zombie-looking guys they're zombies that shoot that have bows. Because every time they hit me, I would get slowed.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it cool?
Well, it's not cool that you're getting hit with it, but that they have magic arrows is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'll give you that. That's fine.
Is it?
Been a while. Like re-experiencing this
though?
game.
I wish I could dye my iron armor. I'm disappointed that I can only dye the leather.
You need like sturdy metal paint.
Agreed.
Come on, Mojang.
Or I guess Microsoft now.
Oh yeah. Actually, I got a scary email from Mojang today,
Did you really?
saying like my account had been, like due to suspicious activity, my account password has been changed. It was kind of weird.
Ooh.
What's up there, Piggly Wiggly? You're waving and you're sending me a cheese face? A pizza face?
Is it a Dorito?
Something on fire? Maybe it's a blowfish from Raft?
You can tell that we're like streaming pros because we know everything, including all the little icons.
Well, and also you're my only viewer right now, so I appreciate
People
you being
had-
here with us.
People had to explain to me what Poggers was.
All right. So what is Poggers?
Yeah, I still don't know.
Apparently, it's just a thing you say if someone is doing something cool.
Poggers.
Poggers.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm a middle-aged man.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Hmm. I have gotten there.
Oh, you know what? Give me one sec. I think I've got emote only chat on. There you go.
Mm.
There you go, Piggly Wiggly. Now we can converse like
Amazing.
the humans we are.
Amazing.
Unless that's too much pressure, I can turn it back on for you.
That's the greatest thing.
Hello.
Oh, sun's coming up.
I said it that way like a couple of days ago when I was just playing alone. I didn't really want to be bothered by anything, and I left my stream on, but yeah, I don't mind having it off if you want to chat.
Sun's up, folks. Let's get the hell out of here.
Well, it worked. Your emotes led me to the realization that I was on emote only chat. Oh,
Can I
behind you.
melt? Can I melt this ice? I think I can. Let's Let's put a thingy right there. Maybe I can't. I don't know. Oh, found a village.
Oh, I'm gonna raid them so hard.
Oh yeah, gonna raid the shit out of these little bastards.
Yo, I need some of this
Oop, Enderman.
dirt.
We are the baddies. Aren't
Look, they have little igloos. I'm gonna steal his bed. Your bed is now my bed.
Lanterns.
we? We're not sharing.
Oh, these are worth the wait. And
Potatoes?
Oh, composter, potatoes.
that sucks.
Oh, you're right. I do need these lanterns.
And we need carrots.
Yeah, we'll get them. We'll get there. Another bed. Nah, I'll leave that bed.
Don't do
Carrots.
Oh, hey,
Carrot and potatoes.
paper. Cartography table.
Ooh.
that. Photography table. How's that work?
It's what you use to make maps.
Oh, you bring the pieces?
Yeah, you can expand the maps, I think, in there.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can duplicate maps or like zoom them out.
Oh, there's a polar bear.
Oh, he's gonna eat you.
I'm not afraid.
A lamb.
I'm not afraid of the polar bear.
Well, you did it. You got the message through, Piggly Wiggly. I think it was the blowfish with the waving hands. That's what did it.
What convinced me?
If it is a blowfish or it's a pizza face.
You know, it's whatever.
It's something, you know.
It's something. It is what it is.
It's yellow and it's got a face.
Yeah. Your lantern.
Well, that was oh, there's one villager here.
There's multiples. There's another villager over here.
Oh,
There's.
Oh, there's a cat up here.
Ooh, what do we got in here? Ooh, we got snow blocks. Well, got beetroot seeds.
polar bear. A
Wait.
friendly polar bear?
The snow melt.
Is he friendly?
Yeah, he's not attacking us.
Oh,
That's cool.
yeah. Well, lovely.
Oh,
Fletching table.
All right. Well, I've got beetroot seeds and carrots now, and potatoes.
oh, I got one carrot. Thought I grabbed potatoes. Oh, they're there. 17 potatoes.
Sweet. All right. Should we go home?
Sure.
Try to get home.
Get these planted.
No truck.
Yeah. All right. Any more beds to steal?
Yeah, I don't think
Oh.
anyone knows what that emote is. We'll never know. Actually, I think when you put the emote in, it has a name. Let's see what it's called.
It's
Stinky.
a mystery lost.
It's called Stinky Glitch.
Okay.
Maybe it's just Stinky Cheese. I'm going with Stinky Cheese.
All right. That's. Oh, I'm stealing this bell.
Nice.
What is under here? What is this?
What's this? What's this? There's magic everywhere.
You
What's
know,
this?
so many people love that movie, and I never got into it.
Oh
shit.
I loved it because I was like in the throes of my emo stage of life.
Fair.
My brother was really into it. He got me into it.
Yeah, pretty much everyone I know who was in an emo phase loved that movie.
I mean, it was good. The
But,
music's good. The story is just a classic tale.
I mean, it's a classic tale, like in the sense that it's the same story that Tim Burton tells over and over and over and over and over and over.
Well, it's just like the love story, and the hero makes a mistake, and then he has got to right his wrongs,
Yeah.
and then he gets the girl. That's the
Every movie ever.
classic
See,
story.
I was down with Edward Scissorhands. I really enjoyed that movie.
Oh yeah, I was a little bit younger when that came out.
I don't remember how old I was, but yeah, I liked that one. Yeah, there was something about Jack Skellington where I was just like, I don't know, dude, you try too hard. But you know, that was just me,
Yeah.
and I was going through my own phase.
So what are we trying to do is the question right now. We are here. I'll give you a tour of what we've done so far. last week we just sort of restarted the server.
Oh yeah.
It's a friend of ours named Graham's server. He's not on at the moment.
Achievement was that?
Hmm?
I got a dog.
Oh, you got a dog.
Oh, sweet.
I got one bone if someone wants to give it a shot to this other one.
Nah,
So
I don't want that dog.
we've just sort of like started rebuilding, and so we just went on a quick little voyage to grab some carrots. Actually, is what the main thing was. But I grabbed a few
Mission accomplished.
extras. I need leather and I need paper for enchanting table. So I'll tell you to close your eyes when I need to gather more leather. That's about it. Just kind of a chill Minecraft sesh.
Pretty much.
So
I don't ever really have a plan when I play Minecraft. I'm just like, I don't know. What am I feeling like today? Do I feel like building or do I just feel like mining? I had a friend who he created a Minecraft realm and he just would get on anytime he was stressed and he would just dig in a straight line. And he
Oh.
ended up digging a trench that was like 10,000 blocks long and it went from the surface to the bedrock. And that's just what he did.
Yeah.
It was just this long, never-ending trench.
Yeah, I gotta show you my mine so far in this game, because my first like 8 hours of playtime was just digging.
Oh, really?
Gotta get that cobble.
You gotta get that cobble.
Hmm.
I build with cobble first. It's my main support structure, cobblestone. It's very strong, sturdy.
Now I've got Jack Skellington in my head. What's this? What's this?
What are these innocent cows?
Yes, end them.
Ed, did you ever play that game on Sega that was like it was stop motion like Mortal Kombat, except it was clay animation?
Yeah.
It's like
Oh shit, what was it called? Clay Fighters.
Yeah.
Clay Fighters. Yep.
That's what
I sure did.
I'm reminded of by what's that movie called now? Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to love Clay Fighters. It was great. It had some really weird dudes in it, but yeah, I liked it.
That was a good era of video games.
Oh man, yeah, the era like just before the dawn of like N64.
Yeah.
So you'd get like Killer Instinct, and it was the attempt at 3D, and it was basically just like shading that would make it look all 3D and shit.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct, Altered Beast, yeah, Clay Fighter, Earthworm Jim for a while.
Oh yeah, I loved Earthworm Jim. When I had the realization that that's how they did like Mortal Kombat, they like did the stop motion photographs. It blew my mind. I think that was like a year ago.
Oh yeah.
Because I was young when it came out. I must have been like 10.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it came out a long time ago.
So this is Ed's place. This is Ed.
Hey, I need to build so much storage.
It's like Starship base.
I went
That's sweet.
white on storage this time.
This is just how I do.
Well, let's do mines.
I just need to build a lot of storage. That's all. That's all I'm doing right now. All storage all the time. Get those slabs. And then we go...
Michael, you want a bunch of leather that I just found on the ground?
Oh heck yeah!
It's amazing that you just found it, hey?
Yeah, totally.
It's just falling off everywhere, isn't it?
Crazy.
Which one is you? I think that's you.
I'm just trying to find my way back to my base now. I think it's this way.
Yeah. Oh, interception.
Okay.
Some of that mysterious ground leather you found? Oh wow.
Yeah. Ground leather is the best leather. Matt King Toad, no, you didn't miss any talk of new age religions. We haven't really talked about new religious movements at all. We've basically just been talking about Minecraft and Nightmare Before Christmas.
All right. So what's the big New Age religion? What's the next one of topic?
QAnon, Scientology.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, I did an interview with the CBC. I don't know, like probably a month and a bit ago now, and they were basically asking about QAnon, and I was making the argument that yeah, we should probably consider QAnon to be an emergent, like religious-esque, quasi-religious movement,
Mhm.
and yeah, because it has a lot of the key features, and it's also starting to blend um, uh, Christian sort of end times kind of evangelism with its beliefs. So yeah, you could think of QAnon, or at least versions of QAnon, as a kind of new religious movement.
Hmm.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. People be cray.
People be crazy. To quote Megan the Stallion, them people be crazy.
Piggly Wiggly says hi, Ed.
Well, hello, Piggly Wiggly. Hope you're keeping it real over there in the other stream.
And staying out of QAnon.
It's always a good plan.
So this is my castle. I tend to build castles with towers. I think
Heck
lots
yeah.
of people do that, but that's what feels right to me. I'm gonna build a library up in here for my enchanting table. We've got our... Oh, you were gonna build another portal while we were out there.
Yeah, then I forgot. I got distracted.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm gonna build one on top of a mountain somewhere.
Well, why don't you build it in line with mine, and you can start the big...
The network.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the distance, the overworld distance, the minimum overworld distance between two portals, so that they don't automatically link to one another? I think it's 1,000 blocks. Is it 800 blocks?
Here, I'll give it the old you googly.
Yeah.
Are you googling?
Overworld distance for nether portal. 16 overworld blocks. Portals can be built in networks. You should build portals maximum ideal distance, but they can be built as close as 16 blocks apart. 64 nether block intervals. What does it mean?
Yeah, but so if you build them that close, I'm pretty sure that they link together. Well, we'll do an experiment. I'll build one, way out on a mountain, just like. Actually, I'll build it at the top of that mountain, sort of one of the ones that we sort of ran over, and I'll just see if it connects to yours.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
Oh yeah, Piggly, this is my castle. Thank you. It is, like, we're just getting started. I've only played this for maybe 2 days. So it's gonna take some work. 2 real world days. It does need some interior decorating. It's a little bit Spartan, but also kind of my style. And if you play Minecraft, do you know how far apart we need to build our portals?
Oh, right. Where is... Oh shoot, did I throw away my composter? I must have.
I picked up 2.
Do you mind if I have one?
Here, I'll show you what I dug. This is my diggy hole. So I got a little underground farm that I started right away. And then I just got to digging. So I dug all the way down.
Yeah, I did.
It's like 4 blocks high, 3 blocks wide, and put stairs on all of it. Got like a small underground forest, so I can get wood as I need it down here. I don't need to go to the surface. Got a bunch of furnaces, lots of cobble. And then I just started digging out, trying to find diamonds. And I dug all of this out too. I was down here for a while.
You're just a regular, legit coal miner.
Ridiculous. I think I ended up finding 26 diamonds. It's not terrible, but not as much as I
It's
wanted.
not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. We go.
Yeah, the trees. Obviously, I didn't intend for that to happen. They just grew that way. So these ones I left as soon as I saw them grown that way. I haven't taken trees from here since. The trees in my underground forest have grown in smallest to largest. It's so orderly. I can't hurt them.
Do I have a lot of dirt? Man, I don't even have dirt. God.
Do you guys need dirt? You both asked for dirt now.
Yeah, I think I'll probably need some dirt at some
Oh,
point.
that's granite. Where's all my dirt?
Currently okay, but wouldn't necessarily turn it down.
What I need is for it to be daytime.
Bedtime?
I think it is bedtime.
You know what? I don't
Had
have as
enough.
much dirt as I thought I did, but I can give
Oh, that's all right.
you guys a little bit anyway.
I'm
That's all right.
also sleeping.
Yes, I am now in bed.
Alrighty then.
All right. So if anyone in the chat is at all, if I got a question for you, feel free to answer if you'd like, or don't. I talk about new religious movements a lot in both Sociology 100B and in my Sociology of Religion course. But for those of you who've ever sort of read up or done any sort of online investigating, what's a new religious movement that you are interested in or think is especially strange or just like fascinating? I've got my own. I'll tell you my own in a bit, but I want to hear from other people first. I realize after saying that it's a weird person that has a favorite new religious movement, but here we are.
I can tell you an interesting religious story just about myself.
Do it.
So my mom's kind of like the new agey sort.
Oh yeah.
Into like crystals and tarot cards and stuff.
As you do.
But strangely, and I'm not really sure how she got us into it, but I was probably like 15, and she ended up sort of convincing us to go with her to this event, which was basically allowing us to join a Taoist holy society.
Okay.
So Taoism is kind of like a branch off of Buddhism. It's got a little bit more influence from Christianity. And for about 2 years, I was like a server for a Taoist holy house.
Crazy.
So a Taoist holy house is basically just a house that is designated kind of like a church. And it's got an altar. And you go there for studies. Like, it's kind of like Bible study. But you'd learn from the proverbs that were written for Taoism.
Right.
And we do like tea ceremonies and blessings on like your food. Like all the food that was brought into the house was placed on the altar, and people would pray to the food and ask for blessings for the food, which is kind of interesting for like several days before you actually would prepare the food and eat it.
Interesting.
So So as a server, basically all I did was I gave everyone who was coming into the house like a warm, wet, or damp cloth, so you can sort of, you wipe your face and your hands, and then just take part in these bowing ceremonies.
Hmm.
And I learned a little bit of Mandarin Chinese for a couple of years. Weird,
Wow.
weird experience, but it was still a good one. Met lots of nice people. And, I haven't
That
really,
seems pretty sweet.
I haven't been any no affiliation since, but
Interesting. Yeah, that's crazy. I've never met anyone who had any experience with Taoism.
yeah, they're just a lot of good people, and I think the main like point they're trying to drive home is like the golden rule. And it was interesting that they're like they believe that Jesus was just one of the 52 Buddhas or whatever, or 56
Oh, right.
Buddhas. They just believe that Jesus was one of them, just one of his many forms, right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it is a oh shit, what are those called? Syncretic or syncretistic or something like that. A syncretic religion that blends blends different sort of beliefs from different religious philosophies.
Yeah.
Matthew or Matt King Toad in my chat is pointed out. He says that it's really interesting to see how a lot of like shamanistic religions have become sort of modernized in the last couple of decades, basically. And yeah, that's been one of the more oh crap, I'm gonna die.
Is that like Wiccan or?
Yeah. So we would actually classify a lot of those a lot of these sort of shamanistic religions or shamanic religions as a branch of neo-paganism, and neo-pagan movements has been something of a renaissance since the 1960s. Um, and so you'll get like the shamanic ones, some which are heavily influenced by indigenous spiritualities.
Mm.
Others are influenced by Celtic, sort of like druidic kind of traditions.
Oh yeah.
And they've really had this sort of like a renaissance. They've really become quite popular. They're in BC. They are neo-pagan groups are among the fastest growing new religious movements pretty much anywhere. Like you'll find new religious philosophies that are coming in with immigration, but those are from generally established religious groups. But in terms of like homegrown religiosity, neo-pagan groups are among the fastest growing. And it's just so you'll find like in the Okanagan, for example, there's tons of neo-pagan groups, Wicca, Asatru, Druidic, Shamanic, all kinds.
Is this like I think we talked about this briefly. There's that band that was getting into some hot water because their lyrics were being misinterpreted as from like white supremacists.
Oh yeah, Hailung was having to deal with that for a while.
Because they're like they depict like a shamanistic religion in their videos.
Yeah, so they're actually a lot of the rituals that they're doing are so they'll throw the runes, which is a kind of divination similar to tarot reading and like that kind of stuff, and casting the bones, and that's a very very old tradition. It comes from Celtic and Scandinavian histories, but they a lot of their music has been and it's not just them, but there's a lot of the sort of Scandinavian folk kind of music has been picked up by racist, so like white supremacist religious groups who are what are called folk religions or folk, like so folk as in like folk, religions of the common folk, but Volk as in Germanic, and they like to separate themselves out and call themselves the Volk, because they're trying to make sure that you know that it's Germanic religions and only Germanic peoples can be part of them. It's a really weird development, but it's caused a lot of conflict in neo-pagan communities, because a lot of neo-pagan communities that are sort of drawing on European pagan traditions are having to fight with these guys, having to fight with these sort of white supremacist groups. It's
So when you say to fight with them uh, to break down the barriers that they're creating,
to basically differentiate themselves. So you'll have neo-pagan groups, so Asatru, for example. About 50% of Asatru worshippers are Volk. They're believers in the Volk, meaning that they believe only people of European and specifically Northern European blood can be Asatru, can worship the Norse gods. And they argue that anyone who isn't from that ethnic group can't. They also, yeah, and they also tend to be tied rather more strongly to white nationalist and white supremacist groups. But the other half of Asatru are, they believe in basically the calling. And the calling is, if the gods call you, you answer. And the gods don't particularly care where you come from. They care about your faith and basically your deeds.
Yeah.
So that means that they tend to say it doesn't matter what your ethnic heritage is. If you know, if the Norse gods call to you, that's all that matters. And so they tend to take a very dim view of these like more racist Asatru type folk. And it's caused a lot of strife, because there's basically like two two philosophical leaders of these movements. One is Asatru and one is not, or one is Volk and one is not, and they have basically started to build their own followings and pick fights with each other, and it's getting weird.
Yeah.
And they show up at so there's Asatru has a lot of neo-pagan groups have holy gatherings called blots, and a blot is where you come together in fellowship, you come to share in your sort of ideals and identity, and they are these holy festivals. And in the last 30 years or so, bloats have really had to like crack down on who's showing up, because white supremacists keep showing up to non-white supremacist bloats and trying to recruit, and it's really causing a lot of conflict in the community.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah. I know my brother's into the Norse stuff, the Viking stuff. But it just makes me think of American Gods.
Oh yeah.
Have you watched that?
Yeah. Read the book, watched the series. It's been good.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I haven't finished it. But...
Yeah, I mean the books are, in my view, the books are better, but or the book is better, but I love the premise behind it.
Seems to make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's I mean Gaiman is really running with a really great idea, right? That we create the gods that we then believe in, and so as our belief in the gods grows, their influence and strength grows, and where humans travel, we carry our gods with us. Which I think it's fascinating.
All right, next question. Did you ever play Black and White?
Heck yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was good.
Black and White was brilliant. I'm so disappointed that they haven't come up with a decent sequel. Like I played the sequel, Black and White 2, and it was not the best.
Yeah, I don't really remember the sequel. I know I played it, but I don't remember it as well as I remember the first one.
I loved the first one. I loved that. Do you remember the old music program Winamp?
Yep.
Yeah, you used to be able to plug Winamp into the game, and you could train your animal during specific songs, and then set your playlist. And when that song would come on, your animal would respond the way that you trained it. So if during like I don't know, you're playing Tool and you put the aggression leash on your guy, um,
Become
he
angry with
will,
the.
yeah, he'll become more aggressive when Tool is playing, and so you can like basically set it up so your little guy will go to war if you play heavy metal, which I loved.
It's awesome.
What was I doing? I can't remember.
By the way, Ed, there's. Actually, I take it back. I was
There's
just.
what?
There's 2 composters in the middle of the field between everybody, but I forgot a creeper blew up the chest.
Oh, don't worry about it. I just made 2 composters and a couple of hoppers. I'm all good to go. But thanks. I'm sorry that you went through that nightmare.
Yeah, that's
Um,
pretty traumatic.
is it bedtime for folks?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I don't remember how to build a library. Did you just surround it with
So there has to be a 1 block gap between the enchanting table and the books.
Mhm.
And so basically you go 3 books, like it has to be a row of like 3 books on either side, and then 3 books behind the enchanting table.
Okay.
And then I think you can go I think it's like 2 books high, possibly 3 books high.
Okay, I went 2. Is that
Yeah.
enough, or do I get more levels with 3 high? That's
The max you can get is 30 levels.
okay. See if I got some lapis to test it.
Yeah. Just let me know, because I've got 28 levels that I'd really like to sink into this.
Before you go.
Yes, exactly. I need to expand my farm. So that's what I'm going to do right now. No, first I need to do some shoveling. See me shoveling.
Sam says fascinating discussion in the chat.
Well, thanks, Sam. Oh yeah, so I was gonna say my favorite new religious movement. I think right now, currently, my favorite new religious movement is Urantia. So if you have nothing better to do right now, Google Urantia. Urantia. Here, I'll put it in the chat. Oh shoot, that was poor timing on my part. Creeper came. It is. I believe that's how you spell it. Urantia. Urantia is absolutely fascinating. It is technically what's called a UFO religion. So it is a new religious movement, and it is an idiosyncratic religion in that it doesn't come from any pre-established religious movement. It is totally its own beast, and Urantia believers, they maintain that the Earth is actually part of a or pan-galactic confederation of planets. Like think Star Trek, right? And that
Awesome.
the majority of the members are benevolent and enlightened. That they, for the most part, are non-corporeal, or if they are corporeal, they don't communicate with people on Earth using like corporeal means. They use telepathy, and so Urantia believes that there are some people on Earth that are mediums that can effectively communicate with these ascended beings, and the ascended beings come to they basically like are observing Earth, and they want Earth to fully join this confederacy, this federation. But the problem is that they don't feel that Earth is quite enlightened enough yet. So what they do is they send telepathic messages to Urantia believers. And the Urantia believers, they are supposed to interpret those messages and then relate them to humans, like to the rest of the world. And so that their whole job, Urantia believes their entire job is to effectively help humanity ascend to a higher plane of existence. Um, and once they're able to do that, then humans will take their place in this galactic federation. Um, and they'll be, and then the aliens will show up and like be physically present on Earth. It's so the thing is like the beliefs themselves sound really odd, but the philosophy of Urantia is literally be kind, be empathetic, be charitable and helpful to others. Try to make the world better than you found it. That's basically how they want you to live your life. Which, like for me, cool beans.
And don't
Like,
mess it up for the rest of us.
yeah, like it is this. It's this really interesting religion that gets a lot of flack. It's often portrayed when people talk about it at all. It's seen as a joke. But the thing is they are just good people trying to do good in the world, and their faith it manifests in this idiosyncratic way. So, anyways, it's Urantia. That's one of my favorite new religious movements. They're pretty much like, sorry?
It's kind of just like the high hopes that Star Trek is real.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And a lot of them are like they firmly believe that that humans have the capacity to be these good, positive beings that can affect positive change in the world. That they don't have to be selfish and mean and all that kind of stuff. So they're really like they fully believe that in like all of the good things that Star Trek sort of teaches, right?
Yeah.
Through its shows. So they're absolutely fascinating. And the thing about them is, they every year, I believe, they get together and they basically they have like a religious gathering, and the gathering is something like they basically take on, each one of them will take on the portfolio of one of the members of the Galactic Federation. And so you'll get someone who will dress up in like space gear, and they're representing Rigel, and someone is representing like Orion and this kind of stuff.
Like UN,
And
model UN.
basically, yeah. And it's like it's just absolutely fascinating. But yeah, they're legit. Like they're serious about it. This isn't a joke to them. So, anyways, I just think they're so interesting.
It's almost like to build on just being good stewards of the planet and ambassadors for the planet. I think that's it. I mean, even if it's not real, and
Yeah.
no one can say for sure that we are alone in our galaxy, but even just to have that mindset in everyday life, I think that's not a bad thing.
No, and that's kind of the thing, right? Like that's, for me, that's sort of the big takeaway is yeah, you're right. Even if their beliefs are dead wrong, so what?
Yeah.
Like the end result of their philosophy is a movement of people dedicated to making others happy, like, and helping others. Like to me, I look at that and go, it doesn't matter if what they're saying doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that philosophy.
Yeah, all the power to them.
Exactly. Do you, boo?
Well, Piggly Wiggly's back with carrot cake. However,
Carrot cake is wonderful.
I'm like 99% sure that you don't have a piece of cake for me. And now I'm sad.
Unacceptable. And tragic.
And tragic.
I'm just building a giant bread farm.
Nice. Yeah, also I'm currently building a little something. Building, we'll go with that. Yeah, in the middle, so if we ever like need to drop stuff off or just like communal things.
Nice.
Picked up.
I'm a fan of communal things.
Yeah.
Like carrot cake. Piglet.
Like carrot cake needs to be shared.
It's a communal thing. He does have Stinky Glitch though. Well, okay. You brought Stinky Glitch to us today. That was your contribution.
That was the gift.
Okay. It's acceptable for now.
Agreed. Agreed.
So what else is going on in your chat over there? Are your is this the regular thing? Do you have people asking questions about religion, and is that the
I mean, it's the general sort of idea with the chat is just to basically hang out and build community, right? Because the university right now doesn't have there's very little community happening at UVic because it's shut down. But students, I tell the folks that come into the stream I always encourage them, like if they've got questions about general sociology, like that's literally my job, or if they just want to chat about like current events. We're in a weird time right now, so
yeah?
it's always a good time to sort of talk through it, try to get an understanding of what the actual hell is happening.
Yep. Remain grounded.
Yeah, because spoilers, shit's weird.
Yeah. It just keeps getting weirder.
Who is it?
Yep.
Is it indeed?
Oh my god.
Sarah,
Wow.
Ed, did you build that second bed yet?
I did. I built the second bed. It's in my base.
I'm just trying to find. Oh, there it is. Minecraft.
Told you, it's always one of the first things I build.
Yeah. Have you guys tried those Beyond Meat sausages?
Yes. They are amazing.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously it's not exactly like meat, but like, it's pretty darn close.
Yeah,
I,
they're legit good.
I bought a couple, and I was just gonna make them like for my aunt and uncle without telling them what they were, but I didn't. But even still, like, they were pretty convinced that they were real, and like that goes a long ways for the people that like meat that just want to reduce their consumption of it.
No, straight up. I've said this before, and I maintain. If I'm going to a place and I see that they have Beyond Meat patties, I have no problems whatsoever replacing my meat burger with one of those, because the thing is, it doesn't matter to me that it doesn't taste exactly like meat. What matters is that it just tastes good legitimately. And my problem with a lot of like vegan burger patties is that the ones that are like almond burgers are just way too rich. I just can't do it. Soy, they tend to, at least the traditional ones, they tend to fall apart. They're really mushy unless you fry them or cook them just right. But the Beyond Meat ones, the consistency is good, the texture's good, the flavor is good. Yeah, and their sausages, just amazing. Yeah, no, they're great. I love them.
I got the like hot Italian ones, and like
Ooh.
they were good. Missing fennel, which I'm pretty sure is a prerequisite for Italian sausages. However,
True.
Still delicious and like just the right amount of kick. It's good.
So, disguised bagel in my in my chat is asking, do I have a favorite conspiracy theory? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good question. Do I have a favorite conspiracy theory? I mean, I've got a lot of conspiracy theories that, like, I've got ones that I enjoy to like hate read because they grind my gears so much. I've got other ones that I think are just fascinating. I've got ones that are frustrating to me. Like I try to understand why people believe what they believe and why they believe that in particular, because it's just so weird. Let's see. Do I have a favorite?
I feel like the go-to is 9/11.
I mean, that's the go-to. But no, it's not my favorite. No, my favorite. Sorry.
Shape-shifting and lizard aliens.
There you go.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yep, of course. Sarah, you get me. Yeah, so my favorite conspiracy theory is actually not a single conspiracy theory. It's a cluster of conspiracy theories that all revolve around subterranean shape-shifting lizard aliens or the reptiloids. They are.
See, that's one that I wish is true.
Oh my god.
That
So,
Molman.
so I wish that reptiloids were true for the same reason that when someone says to me, if you could wish for anything, what would you wish for? I always wish for a holodeck. And the reason why I wish for a holodeck is not because I want my own personal holodeck. It's because in order for a holodeck to exist, all this other technology has to exist. And so if I wish for a holodeck in my brain, I think that I'll be creating people will be able to reverse engineer all of that technology and give us Star Trek.
Oh, yes.
But
Plus, you got a holiday.
exactly. But I want reptiloids to exist only because that would mean that not only do aliens exist, and we have evidence that they exist, but also faster than light travel exists. And then that means we could also have Star Trek. So basically, all of my desires revolve around us getting to Star Trek times. But
It's-
yeah, I love the reptiloids. I love the reptiloids as a conspiracy theory.
Star Trek is the utopia that we were promised.
It's what is it called online? Fully automated gay space communism. Which I mean, I am here for every element of that. So, I mean, who wouldn't want to be in a post-scarcity society where there is no such thing as poverty, want, strife, where we have the technology and the resources to build giant ass starships that are almost a kilometer long, have thousands of people living on board that are like floating conference centers slash dreadnoughts. That's just great.
It's everything we ever wanted. Piggly Wiggly says, wouldn't say favorite, but the conspiracy theory about mattress stores being a place to launder money is very
Oh my
interesting.
god, I have heard this before.
I don't.
Yeah,
I haven't heard about this. What's...
Okay, so let me answer a question in my stream first, and then I'll answer the question in your stream.
Okay.
Also, Mike, get in bed, damn it.
I'm in. I saw the Z's, but I was down in my basement dungeon.
I was gonna say you're down in your dungeon. That's weird.
In the subterranean.
Okay, so
Michael.
the question in my stream is, how does faster than light travel tie in? Okay, so if there are subterranean shape-shifting lizard aliens, emphasis on the aliens, they had to come here from somewhere. So either they came here via faster than light travel, or some kind of like generation sleeper ship, or like dimensional travel or wormholes or something. Anyways,
What if they came from Mars or something?
hush
Still would be
your face.
cool. Still would
It
be
still
cool.
means that there's life on other parts of the universe. And if they came from Mars, they still need the technology in order to do interplanetary travel, which means life support, radiation shielding, propulsion, all that tech. So if there's subterranean shape-shifting lizard aliens here, they had to have gotten here some way, and whatever way they used to get here, we could reverse engineer that ipso facto. We get to Star Trek times.
Yeah.
So that's how that ties in. That's how that ties in, Bagel. See, there's always something going on.
Okay,
right?
so-
There's always wheels.
So what about these mattress stores used laundering money?
Okay, okay. So the question is, what is the conspiracy theory about mattress stores being places to launder money? Here's what that conspiracy theory basically says: the following: mattresses aren't something that you buy every day, right? That you have one for 5 or 10 years and then you get a new one. So the demand can never be that high, and yet it seems in some parts, particularly New York City, Chicago, there are mattress stores everywhere. Well, how can there be mattress stores everywhere? They can't all be making money. So the conspiracy theory is that mattress stores are actually a front for the mob. or some other kind of organized crime, and that the mattress stores, what's actually happening is that none of them are making money, or at least very few of them are making money. The majority of them are just places where you store, where the mob launders cash.
I mean, you could stuff a mattress full of cash and then ship it across the country.
Maybe through was it Wayfair? Is it the
Yeah.
yeah?
That's the new face of the mob, Wayfair. No one
Yep,
shop
exactly.
Wayfair.
Well,
Um,
according to QAnon, Wayfair is the new face of pedophilia and child sex trafficking.
you know, to add to this discussion, I can tell you guys that we paid $0 for our last mattress
Oh.
because a friend of ours worked for a mattress company. He delivered mattresses, and we told them that we needed a new bed. And one day he just dropped off one for free.
Oh my God.
Sus.
So
Yeah.
one of our friends, one of our mutual friends, his brother, he got a free mattress by he had a bad back, and he just went and told that to the doctor, and the doctor wrote him a prescription for one of those like memory foam Swedish mattresses. So he got one of those for free because
Nice.
it was deemed a medical necessity. So he bought it and then got reimbursed.
Huh. The plot thickens.
I need to have a bad back.
Soon enough.
Oh,
No,
though.
you don't.
Also, Mike, I set up a giant portal. You can see it from my house. It's on the hill, and it is not connected to your portal, and it dumps us out into one of the new nether forest biomes.
There's a nether forest.
Yeah,
Yours does that too, Michael.
and it's filled with pigs.
I haven't been through it yet.
Yeah, you come out in like the blood red forest.
Oh, this one is green.
Piggly Wiggly wants to add to the conversation, saying that if you go on Google Maps and type in mattress store, there'll be 8 within 10 miles of each other,
Yep. Yeah.
all
Yeah,
competing for a good night's sleep.
Clearly, it's a conspiracy.
There's no
Exactly.
other reasonable explanation.
Exactly. We figured it out. Yeah, conspiracy theories are absolutely fascinating to me. I'm still pushing the university to let me teach a course on conspiracy theories, but they're resistant.
Just start teaching your own conspiracy theory.
They don't want you to know the truth.
Yeah. Just you end
Oh.
up like what's it, Mulder from X-Files?
Oh, I was thinking like Jeff Winger from Community with his Professor Professorson
Oh yeah.
teaching his course on conspiracy theories. Yeah, I've been trying to get them to let me teach one for years. And every time I pitch it to them, I'm like, look, they are increasingly common, they're mainstream, and it's important that students know about them. And the response up until very recently has always been, yeah, how mainstream are they? That doesn't even like they don't need to know any. Why would students need to know about conspiracy theories? And then QAnon happened. I'm just so tired of having to say to professors, hey man, have you tried taking me seriously?
Yeah.
Turns out I'm right more than I'm wrong.
Eee.
Just saying.
I mean, everyone should be educated to some degree about a conspiracy theory and what
I agree.
it means and how it can make you feel and how it could distort the truth and how
I
to look
agree.
at things objectively.
Yeah. If more Americans had received a proper education and critical thinking, all that kind of stuff, we would almost certainly not have Donald Trump.
Oh, absolutely, guaranteed.
Like,
100%.
Yeah. so it always just blows my mind when people are like, "What? We don't need to know anything about that." It's well, we do,
Yeah, at least a little bit.
kind of do. It's kind of had an impact.
You don't need to be an expert on the subject, but maybe read a book.
Yeah, maybe be able to identify like the prime mechanisms of a conspiracy theory, which too few people do. Although I am teaching a course this summer on political extremism on the far right, and there's a whole section in that course that where we go over conspiratorial thinking. So I kind of stealth inserted like a mini course on conspiracy theory.
Alright, so what's another conspiracy?
So,
Oh, look, I got a bot that's saying want to become famous. Oh man,
why,
amazing.
yes, I do.
Oh, this is so great.
But you're
Where do
already
I
famous.
send my information?
Oh yeah, BT Menina. Amazing. Oh, I'm gonna sign up right now. Do you accept
Where's my-
Ethereum?
Oh yeah.
Where's my sin?
Piggly Wiggly is saying that in their hometown, they discovered there's a mob-like group of drug dealers who own the bigger businesses and move drugs with each other. Which I think is, I mean, that's the
Is that
thing
Kelowna?
that we can. Yeah, is that in our hometown?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, hi, Smackle.
Oh
What's going
god,
on?
damn it! That scared the shit out of me.
Boo!
I think a lot of hometowns are like that,
Oh,
and maybe that's even kind of a conspiracy theory in itself, where there's always a bad group of people that you're told not to associate with because of
I mean,
their nefarious deeds.
sure, but in the case of Kelowna, it's literally the Hells Angels. So
Yeah.
Yeah, cocaine capital of Canada. So
yeah, there is that.
yeah.
I saw a interesting TikTok the other day. I'm on TikTok now, and I probably shouldn't be.
Oh my god.
It's so addictive, right?
Are you
my
learning
God.
sea shanties?
Hours. Actually, I already know a bunch because of Assassin's Creed.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
on TikTok, Quesnel popped up as the highest crime rate in Canada.
Quinnell?
Oh,
Quesnel.
Tell Ryan.
it's probably Ryan and Tegan.
Yeah, hey, Ryan and
They look
Tegan, your
so
town is a
sweet.
shithole.
That's so funny.
I-
went by.
I guess it is a small population, so any crime makes that number tick up pretty fast. But
I mean,
Yeah.
Victoria for a long time had a really high crime rate.
we had
And
we were the murder capital of the country when we moved here.
in Victoria,
yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Yep.
wow.
Which, well, it's easy, right? All that it takes is a cluster of three deaths. Like if you have
Yeah.
3 murders in a town the size of Victoria,
Oh.
it jacks up your crime rates. And all it means is, like, the thing to remember, Canada has a remarkably low crime rate, like
Yeah,
a low,
true.
and
Yeah.
particularly a low murder rate. So if you have like a single mass killing, right? Like so, like
Yeah.
somebody flips out and kills their family.
Not
like,
that that's
boom.
not a lot, but
It's
it
terrible.
affects the stat in a big way.
But it's a stat, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, right? Is so you got to sort of take that in kind of context. Disguised Bagel says I took an anthropology 150 course sort of on conspiracy theories at UVic. It was pseudo archaeology. Oh, let me
Yeah.
tell you about alternative history, pseudo archaeology, hyperdiffusionism. Man, that I should have said that's one of my favorite conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I got into an online thing with, oh shit, was it Graham Hancock? Yeah, and because I called him on some shit, and he banned me from his blog.
That's how you know you're
I
right.
can't remember who that is.
Graham Hancock has written a whole bunch of books that are a whole bunch of books that basically argue that all civilizations on Earth, all ancient civilizations, were connected by an earlier hyper civilization. That it was a globe-spanning civilization that basically taught all technology to everybody. And these
Right.
hyperdiffusionism is like pretty high-key racist because
Yeah,
what
sure.
it basically argues is that like no non-white cultures
Yeah.
created anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's super racist.
Yikes.
Yeah, I actually have on my bookshelf right now. I have a book that was written in the 1920s called The Children of Mu, and it's part of a series of books written by a guy by the name of Churchward, and Churchward wrote this series, the series of what he saw as history books, and he argued if you've heard of Atlantis, I'm sure you've also heard of Lemuria. And Lemuria is this other ancient continent, and it's apparently like a spider, that it has these land bridges that connect all other continents. Well, Churchward argued there was a third mega continent called Mu, and they all existed at the same time: Lemuria, Mu, and Atlantis. And so Lemuria was in the Indian Ocean, Atlantis was in the Atlantic Ocean, and Mu was in the Pacific Ocean. And he argued that Mu was this continent filled with tall, beautiful, angelic-looking white people, and they set up outposts that he called Maya all around the world. And so the Mayan civilization, that was an outpost of
Wow.
Mu. Yeah, African civilizations, there was an outpost of Mu, and they gave technology to everyone. It's super racist, but people really bought it because it gave a nice, simple explanation for sort of convergent or parallel architectural developments.
Like Stargate.
Yeah, like Stargate. Are those the green kids? I don't. No, I don't. The children of Mu, are they the green kids? I don't think they are.
No, they're from the city of Og.
Oh, right, the city of Og. We're just lying in bed, hanging out.
Oh shit, guys, I'm way down in the subterranean
I just
world.
logged off.
Mm.
You can do that, Michael.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Look at that.
Problem solved.
I actually have a partially written manuscript on my. I got a partially written manuscript on my computer. I started writing a book about hyperdiffusionism as a form of conspiratorial thinking, and I never got around to finishing it. Oh, Sarah, disguised bagel in the stream says, "Yeah, your friend got it." So Og, that was the green kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's right. You are my friend. Hello, friend.
Hi.
This is my wife.
Mwah.
Get out of here. Your weird My Chemical Romance skin.
Do I still have that?
Yeah, you sure do.
I don't. I think it was. I don't remember. Like, I never chose anything, so I don't know.
I'm a
How do I
snowman
change
for
it?
some reason.
You're a snowman?
Yeah, I never changed my skin, but now I'm like a Christmas snowman.
I've got my own skin. I'm me.
Yeah, you are. How do
That's
I
'cause-
change it now?
I don't remember.
Aw.
You can just find out online. I'm sure it's pretty easy.
Oh yeah, but then I have to look it up.
You know, effort.
Yeah, so much. Okay.
Sarah, did you see my my giant portal on the hill over here?
Heck no.
It's like due. That must be east.
This way?
That's west. Due north of us.
Ugh. I don't know where. Up
If
and
you're-
down. Oh, I don't have any. I need a goddamn sword.
Yeah, you do. A sword. So if you turn around, face the other direction.
Towards the sunflowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So nope. Stop. If you face that way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's at the very edge of draw distance for me, so you might not be able to see it. But if you just head in a straight line that way, you'll
Okay.
end up at my nether portal.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, it's huge. It's like 8 by 8, I think.
There's a zombie downstairs.
Yeah, he lives down there. I don't know where.
I don't like that.
He just stays down there. He's okay.
Just your buddy.
Cool.
I need to make a sword.
Go make a sword.
There's
making a
there's
sword.
swords.
Oh yeah, Aladdin. Right.
Mm,
Aladdin.
Discussed that one before.
Oh, about how racist Aladdin is?
Yeah.
And just all of Disney.
It's just so racist.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Aladdin is just mega racist.
it is.
Alright guys, we need another conspiracy theory. I want to hear more.
All right, well,
What's another big one?
ask
Um,
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly, what's another conspiracy?
The Green Children of Woolpit. Oh, it's a different group. Not the Children of Og.
Ah,
That's okay. The Children of Og were green, though.
Yeah.
Mike, how many levels can you get out of your enchanting table?
All of them.
Oh well, in that case,
I tested
Guess
on a
who's-
couple of pickaxes, but I haven't gotten fortune yet.
guess who's coming over?
Do it. There's a little extra lapis in the box next to it if you need.
Oh, I'm bringing all my lapis.
Lapis lazuli.
Exactly.
Yes,
Oh, it,
you know it. All right, I'm coming over. I'm bringing a pickaxe, and I'm gonna bring a lot of stuff actually. I'll bring 2 pickaxes.
BYOD.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
this is nice up here.
make another pickaxe. I'm gonna make some boots. Diamonds on the soles of my shoes.
You know,
Paul
I think
Simon.
I think this
Paul
is as
Simon.
close to a podcast as we're gonna get with this group. Ed will probably at some point have his own podcast, I can imagine.
I mean,
not?
Sarah keeps telling me to, and honestly, my plan for the summer is to come up with either short little YouTube videos or do like a kind of podcast about current events from
Why
a
not
sociological
both?
perspective.
Yeah.
God, there's only so many hours in a day.
I know it's true.
If it ever happens, I will promote him here, but you can also go follow him on Twitch. He's streaming right now. Ed,
But don't leave Mike's to go to his.
well, I mean, mine
But also
doesn't
leave
matter.
Mike's to go to
Whoa.
his.
As long as you're hanging out, it's fine. So his handle, I'll just type it in here. Is there a link? Just Sociocalypse, right?
Sociocalypse, yeah. I can give you a link if you just give me a second. Let's just pull it up and I'll just put it into the in a Minecraft chat.
Like this kind of stuff. This topic it's kind of Ed's life. He knows he's the expert in this group, and I'm learning. I'm learning as
It's-
much as I'm talking.
It's literally my job.
Do you see that Piggly Wiggly?
Oh, it just disappeared.
Here, I'll bring it up. So he's at Sociocalypse. So SOCIOCALYPSE. You can follow him over there as well.
Yeah, it's like apocalypse, but with sociology. Get it? I'm hilarious.
Just outrageous.
I'm so witty and clever.
Dude.
Oh,
Okay.
dang it! I need 2 more levels.
Go kill some guys.
Time to get fighting.
Or fish? I think you can fish and get
Really?
so.
or if you cook the fish, you definitely.
I guess I could just go cook off some
Oh yeah,
cobblestone.
totes do that.
Hey chicken. Bye. Oh, would I mostly monologue in a podcast or would I have guests? That's a good question. I'm not all that like influential or anything, so getting guests might be a little difficult. I'd
I'll be
certainly
there.
try. I'd certainly try. But I also really like those long form essay podcasts that like where the host like goes through, tells a story, like basically murder podcasts.
Yeah. Do a murder podcast.
I don't want to do a murder podcast. This is
Ah.
boring. You watch enough or listen to enough of them.
There's never enough, Edwin. There's so much murder.
Oh my god. I don't know how a person who's as easily frightened as you
I know.
like can do murder podcasts. Like we both work from home, and we have been the only people in each other's lives for like months now because we both work from home. And I'll like walk. I'm not even trying to be sneaky. I'll just walk into the other room, and it terrifies her.
Because every time you do it, I have my headphones in and
Listening
they're
to
noise
murder podcasts.
canceling. Yeah, they're noise canceling, and so I don't hear you coming, and you just are suddenly there.
I'm like a ninja.
Is it?
And it's not like I think that you're somebody here to murder me. It's just like suddenly there's a thing there that wasn't there before.
Yes. Yes.
Is it all those
Get it?
Netflix documentaries on murders right now? That there's like every week
No.
there's a new
There's all
one.
like the serial killer ones, and
Yeah.
Ah, I need to watch more of those. Yeah.
yeah, you do.
No, I just listen to the podcast. My Favorite Murder. No, I actually don't like that one as much. Crime Junkie.
Oh, Crime Junkie. Okay. What's the corpse lady that you watch on YouTube?
Oh, she's fun.
Oh, hey,
Uh,
my mom probably watches that chick.
uh,
Do you remember her name?
yeah, it's sorry, I have to look it up because she's newer now. Or to me, she's newer.
Well, Piggly Wiggly, I'm a little bit disappointed if you didn't finish all that cake.
Yeah, come on.
Not sharing, can't
Why?
even finish it. Come on.
Why are you letting the team down? Put our faith in you.
But to have the willpower not to eat it all in one sitting, I guess that tells you something about who
That's-
you are as a person.
That's fair.
I probably couldn't.
What are we doing here? What's even happening? Running out of bread is what's happening.
I've just been diamond mining. I'm starting to get a little bit bored of it.
How many diamonds have you picked up?
None.
None
Kate-
diamonds?
I get
Caitlin
been everything
Doherty,
else
sorry.
mining.
What's your name?
Caitlin Doty. She's a mortician. Ask a Mortician is her YouTube
Oh
channel.
yeah, okay. So I have watched a couple of those too.
She's fun.
Yeah, definitely not my cup of tea, but the one with trying to remember the boat's name or the ship. In like Lake Superior or something.
The Edmund
I-
Fitzgerald?
Well, I don't know if it's the Edmund Fitzgerald or if it was the SS Kamloops. It was one of the two, but she did a documentary or a video on that.
Oh, okay. I've only watched a handful of her shows or her episodes so far. One on the Black Death, which was really interesting. In Black Death in San Francisco from the 1900s. And a couple of others. I came across her because I watched Dr. Mike on YouTube, and he had her on.
Oh, the health guy.
Yeah.
Classic Doctor Mike.
The hot health guy.
You on your way back, Sarah?
I'm right here.
Look at you. Oh,
Do I gotta quit again?
yep. Thanks, Mike. Oh my god.
Were you not playing that whole time?
Me?
What's that?
Yeah, Mike.
Oh no, I
No, he
just disconnect so you guys can sleep.
I know, but it said. Oh, never mind. I thought you'd.
Get out.
Get him out. That was so funny.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
man.
I only have a stone sword, and there's 2 creepers over there. Do you mind?
Oh, I'll go after him. I'll get him. You go on and you get. Get out of here.
I love it when you say
Oh,
You go on and you get.
why are they so punchy now?
Yeah, they really amped up
Damn.
the damage on those little bastards.
I'm gonna give them magic arrows.
Magic arrows.
Okay, thanks
Yeah,
for
we got-
joining us, Piggly Wiggly. We'll see you again.
Yeah.
Bye.
Adios. Adios, muchacho.
that. Bye-bye.
Mike and I got shot by these like zombies out in the Arctic area that we found, and they were shooting us with enchanted arrows.
Dang.
Yeah.
Right.
Arrows of slowness.
Just
Lame.
amping up the difficulty here.
Arrow du retard. I'm not good at French.
Well, nor am I.
Hmm?
Nor am I. No hablo français.
No.
Eigo desu ka?
Someone speaking some Japanese, maybe?
Iie, nihongo desu.
It's more than I speak. Donde está el casa de Pepe?
Who's Peppy?
Where is Pepe's house? Donde está el casa de Pepe?
All right, guys. I'm gonna just Google a random conspiracy theory because I
Uh,
like the
so
discussion.
I don't know too much about it, but I know the Rothschild
Oh yeah, that's an old one.
big.
Susan? Why?
Disguised Bagel asks, didn't you retain any Japanese from grade 2? Oh, you mean when my I was saying in class that I had a teacher that was from Japan that taught us no, like "Kadakimasu," or "Dakamas." It was like all, and
Itadakimasu.
yeah, "Konnichiwa."
Konnichiwa. O genki desu ka?
Yeah, I pretty much don't retain anything. I retain nothing. I learn nothing.
Denwa bango wa nan desu ka?
Sure, that's how I feel.
Just ask for your phone number.
Lava.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll retain conspiracy theories like nothing else. Yeah, I have this little thing that I say to my students in class that like I'm not going to give them money or anything or extra grades, but I'll give them bragging rights if they can come up with if they can like tell me a conspiracy theory, a legit conspiracy theory that I've never heard about. To date, the only way that anyone's ever been able to stump me is by making up a conspiracy theory.
Cheap.
Yeah, and I was like, nah, it doesn't count.
Nope. Because it's not a conspiracy theory. It's just
Exactly.
somebody being silly.
Just bullshit.
How about the conspiracy behind me Googling top conspiracy theories and needing to register for the site before it'll unblur the text?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
They're just trying to get my data.
Yeah, they are.
Fortune.com.
You should totally do it. It seems so legit. I wish I could get paid good money just to be a professor that teaches about conspiracy theories. Man, I'd just be living my best life.
Yeah, that's true.
One day.
Someday.
Yeah, you'll have all the seniority you need to just be like, well, I'm doing it. Can't stop me.
That's what I need to do. I need to work up to becoming chair of a department just so that I can do it.
And,
Yeah.
and every professor will have to teach conspiracy.
It's mandated.
Just a school for conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Conspiratology. Yeah, every class is just its own different conspiracy theory.
The science behind it.
Yeah, and their class assignment is like they have to create a conspiracy theory and generate a following.
Wait.
You have to become not only a master in your field, but a master of your cult.
Okay, I'll go down the rabbit hole. My brother once hit me with something about the elites eating children's pineal glands. So maybe there's something there. Yeah, okay. So that's actually a fairly so it has come up in earlier conspiracy theories, but it is most common today in QAnon or QAnon
God,
adjacent
really?
conspiracy theories. And the pineal gland is kind of a different one. The big one these days is that the rich are trafficking in children and then sacrificing
Oh,
them
that's right. Yeah.
so that they can harvest what they call adrenochrome, which they say is this like youth restoring hormone in children, and that they refine this substance and consume it, and that's what allows them to extend their
I mean,
lifespan.
like,
And the thing is,
oh.
so one, yeah, dumb. Two, literally the plot of Jupiter Ascending.
Oh, right. So clearly some troll online was like, let's see if they are dumb enough to believe that this movie plot is an actual thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cuz like, I mean, it's so ridiculous.
Yep.
That
It's
is
just
beyond ridiculous
yeah,
even.
it's
But it, like, just as an aside, I guess, can't we use stem cells to do some of that science? Like, isn't that like we can gather that and grow stem cells and use those to regenerate parts of the body.
You don't even need to grow stem cells. You just use the old ones that are kicking around already. Like, because you can,
Don't you just
I mean,
take some and then you can like duplicate them or clone them somehow?
yeah.
well,
I
you
think
can
that's
clone them, yeah.
yeah.
But a lot of the stem cell lines that we use today come from the 70s. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
it's this, they're clones of clones of clones of clones of clones.
Yeah.
But the idea that we could somehow like extend human life beyond like
Oh, like
into the hundreds of years or whatever is just
I
just
see.
bonkers. That's so
Sorry, I'm like, yeah, I mean it kind of makes sense that you could do a little bit of that, but like not like immortality.
no, not at all. But this is like, yeah, this is sort of the thing, right? Is that a lot of conspiracies start with a premise that has a veneer of
Mhm.
legitimacy, and then they just let them grow and just go
Yeah.
completely crazy, to the point where they just leave reality altogether and they just become pure fantasy, like it's just nuts. um uh, s- Disguised Bagel says adrenochrome. Okay, but lots of rich people look old as fuck. Yeah,
Yeah. Exactly.
exactly. If they're all like harvesting kids for this like miracle drug, that miracle drug is marginal at best because they are really not looking that great. Yeah. Zoxes says, "Watch out for the deep state pedos." Yeah, like, and so here's the funny thing about that. So QAnon's big thing is that there are these elites, Hollywood elites, government elites, all over the place that are secretly trafficking in children, sacrificing them, all this kind of stuff. All of that isn't new. All right,
Oh.
that's not new. That's happened before. That was actually part of the core sort of beliefs that were part of the moral panic that we call the satanic
Yeah.
panic of the 1980s. The
That's
same,
true. Yeah.
yeah, the same basic arguments were being used in the 1980s around the satanic panic that are being used today by QAnon and like Pizzagate and that kind of stuff, and like all this deep state garbage. It's absolutely hilarious.
I mean, I also find it frustratingly ridiculous that these idiots are supporters of Trump usually,
Yep,
and he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein, who was in fact
was an actual
doing
pedophile.
that. Like, yeah, and sex trafficking.
And trafficker, yeah.
Yeah.
He was literally doing that, and then they're going, oh no no no, like, no, we got to go after the real ones. Like, but
Look, when it comes to Trump supporters, every
Right.
accusation is a confession.
it's true. Yeah.
Every accusation is a confession. Like there's every time they say, "But the liberals are doing this," really somewhere they're the ones doing it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's just so like, but I mean, even the people who weren't previously Trump supporters and now are because of QAnon,
I
like
know.
that in itself is just like maddening to me that, well, okay, so you decide to follow the actual sex offender rather than
Yep.
like
Well, but this is the thing, right? Like if you can convince yourself that Donald Trump is a morally upright, like good person, you can convince yourself of anything.
literally anything. Yeah.
Bedtime.
Oh no, okay. Hang on. Uh,
Uh,
Always.
other So Disguised Bagel says, are there many parallels between the kind of anti-Semitic propaganda pushed by Nazi Germany and the Satanic Panic and QAnon? Yeah, so that's like a legit observation, right? Is that in a lot of particularly American conspiracy theories, in a lot of them, there are underlying threads of anti-Semitism. At the root of so many conspiracy theories in America, you will find anti-Semitism. So, the 9/11 Truth Movement, one of the earliest examples or earliest iterations of that movement, emphasized that the two towers were brought down in some way to benefit Israel, and
really?
yeah, and Israel is always, it always rolls up in this. Conspiracy theories about the Rothschilds. Well, the Rothschilds, there's that's anti-Semitic. They were Jewish, and so the Bilderbergs and Bohemian Grove. Pretty much anytime that you hear a conspiracy theory talk about the globalists, globalists is a new term, but it's talking about the same thing. So today it's globalist. 20 years ago it was international bankers. 20 years before that it was Zionists. Before that it was international Bolshevism or whatever. But at the heart of all of that, at the root of all of those things, are anti-Jewish conspiracy theories, right? So the Protocols of the Elders of Zion, it's one of the most infamous anti-Semitic forgeries ever. It was created by agents of the Tsar of Tsarist Russia, of the Russian Tsar, to discredit Jewish folk in Russia. But you find these anti-Semitic tropes at the heart of so many conspiracy theories. It's basically like it's a little game I play with myself when I'm doing this, when I'm doing my research, is like, okay, how long is it going to take me before I encounter anti-Semitism? And in QAnon, it's not far. Oh, hey there. What are you laughing at?
I was shutting the door every time you opened it.
Yeah, I saw that. Saw that. It's fine. I'm going to go into my hole. Down we go.
Me as well.
Into my diggy, to my diggy hole.
Oh,
Diggy diggy ho. I got my first Fortune 2 pickaxe.
Congratulations.
And I found diamonds.
Congratulations.
Lucky.
You are the winner. Yeah, a lot of people don't think of 9/11 as a particularly like insidious conspiracy theory.
Right.
And I mean that's fair. Like a lot of folk, they don't see that element of the 9/11 um, conspiracy. But the thing is, um, the anti-Semitism of the truth movement was always there, but it was it was there, but it was always sort of brushed aside or like um, ignored, and yeah, and so it just sort of festered in the movement for the longest time, and now 52% of Americans believe in some version of the conspiracy theory. And like, to be clear,
That is so many.
9/11, yeah, 9/11 was not an inside job. There is no conspiracy.
Yeah.
The official narrative that it was radicalized young men from Saudi Arabia who had effectively radicalized themselves by watching videos online, right? So radical Islamic jihadists, yeah, that was legitimately who did it, and like it doesn't need a conspiracy theory to explain why it happened. But so many Americans, the psychic shock of 9/11, a lot of them, a lot of Americans, and increasingly like a lot of Canadians, a lot of people just could not wrap their head around the idea that anybody could have done that thing. They could have perpetrated death on that scale, but it's like it's happened before. Like,
Yeah, I mean the Holocaust was
yeah,
a thing.
Holocaust was a
Not
thing.
like
But it happened on
humans were-
American soil, which they
Yeah.
you wouldn't think could ever happen until
Yeah.
it did.
Exactly. Zook says I'm mining at level 5, so level 5, 6, 7, and 8, and I'll usually mine up to 9 or 10. I've had pretty good luck so far. I've found like 29 diamonds or something, so not bad. Sorry, I
You're
cut you
rich.
guys off. You were talking about the Holocaust, and I was talking about diamonds.
I mean almost as important, right?
Right.
No. No, I was just saying that like humans are very capable of extremely horrific things.
Yeah, and not just like those other bad humans.
Oh,
Literally
all
any one of us. Like
Yeah.
that's one of the sort of the uncomfortable realities that the study of radicalization and extremism shows us, right, is that literally anybody is capable, if put in the right circumstances,
Yeah.
they are capable of horrific acts of violence. This, it's not about who you are, it's about like where you are, when you
How you
are,
are. Yeah, exactly.
how you've been treated. Yeah.
It's like that
Yeah.
experiment where they put a bunch of
Should go to
people
12A. Okay.
in a prison, and some people needed to be the security or
Stanford
the
prison.
guards, and some people
That
needed to
is
be
the
the
Stanford
prisoners.
prison experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually going to talk about that in class in a couple of weeks. The takeaway is that it was actually bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yep, it
dude.
didn't actually happen the way that people think it did. But the thing is you don't actually need that experiment to show that. You can go and review the footage from the Nuremberg trials when the Nazis were
Right.
put on trial. There's an essay written by an American philosopher named Hannah Arendt. It's called The
Oh, I
Banality of
love it.
Evil, and she basically argued, and to this day, like, Hannah Arendt is the person to,
Yeah.
like, she's the one you need to read about. Anyways, Arendt, she basically argued, evil isn't, like, you don't need to dehumanize, you don't need to be brutal, you don't need to do any of that kind of nasty stuff. Evil happens just from people punching clocks, from people, like, anybody, if conditioned, if socialized, will engage in evil. Like, her argument was the majority of the Nazis who are responsible for the Holocaust, like the majority of the ones actually carrying it out, they weren't mustache twirling evil monsters. They were family men who got up in the morning, kissed their kids, sent them to school, hung out with their wife, kissed them goodbye, went to the camps and killed people. And they did it because they were told to,
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
was just their job. And that's the especially hideous part.
Yeah. I took a course in Holocaust literature, and we looked at that a lot. There was this one document we had to read by a doctor who worked in the camps. He performed experiments. It wasn't the doctor himself, but it was one of the doctors. I can't remember his name. And he, so you learn that in the Holocaust, whether it was, or for most of the people who worked in the concentration camps, they developed kind of two sides to themselves. So there was their regular home self, and then there was the Holocaust camp self. And it's a psychological thing that happens so that you can kind of deal with the trauma that you see going on around you,
Yeah.
and either participate in it or just ignore it or whatever. So this one doctor, we read
rationalize it.
his journal, and in his journal he's talking about he's going into a lot of detail about what he had for lunch, and then what he had for breakfast and dinner, and he even talks about his family a bit, and lots of detail and full sentences. And then when he's talking about anything to do with work, he only refers to the people that he saw, like his patients, as specimens. And the only descriptions that he gives are like basically point form notes, like they're not even full sentences. And he'll say something like injected specimen with whatever substance, or had twins, and injected with petroleum, whatever, results still pending, or something like that. But then on the same page, he'll go in great detail about what he was having for lunch, or like who he was meeting up for with lunch.
That's super messed up.
Yeah, it's super weird.
There's a book that I read years ago by a guy named David Livingston Smith, and it's called Less Than Human. And he's a social psychologist. And he talks about how, basically, the process by which we begin to dehumanize, like how we dehumanize other people. And his whole example, everything that he talked about, he drew from the Rwandan genocide.
Right.
And he pointed out the same basic thing, like, all day, mums would stay at home with their kids. They would take care of their kids. They would, feed them and teach them and do whatever. And they did it because their husbands were out of the house. Well, where were their husbands?
Yeah.
Out murdering people,
Yeah.
and so they were out committing genocide. And then the husbands would be out all day long, murdering. They'd be killing their neighbors, and not like shooting them. They kill them with a machete.
Machetes, yeah.
And then at the end of the day, they're tired, and they've been working all day. They'd come home. Their wives would cook them dinner, kiss them goodbye, put their baby in a little sling or baby Bjorn on their back, pick up the machete, go back out, and continue killing. And they did this for a month, and 1 million people died in the most brutal example of mass extermination since the Holocaust. And in fact, the severity of the violence was worse
Yeah.
than the Holocaust. They were doing more damage.
Well, and
And
it wasn't it wasn't posed in a medical way like the Holocaust was, so it didn't have that idea of sanitization with it, and
yeah,
which
it
is, of
wasn't
course, helped.
industrialized. It was very,
Yeah.
very personal. And so,
Yeah. Right.
yeah, so it was just like this absolutely horrific discussion of,
Yeah.
yeah, like these folk, they were, they were family folk. They
Yeah.
took care of their kids. They were, by all accounts, wonderful people who
Yeah.
also just so happened to their murder their neighbors, take the children as slaves. Like it was absolutely horrific. But the point of the book that Smith was talking about is he said, yeah, this isn't evil. It doesn't, as the way we think about it, doesn't exist. Like there's no such thing as like this
Supernatural.
objective supernatural evil. Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody in the right circumstances is capable of this.
Yeah.
And so the trick is to recognize the cycle when it starts,
Right.
so that we can break it. So when we start seeing people radicalize,
Yeah.
we have to call it what it is. Stop, for example, stop saying that young people are becoming increasingly, that there's young people are the alt right. It's this alt right thing. No, they're fascist. That's what
Yeah.
they are.
Right.
They are engaged in fascist activity.
It's not an alternative. It's fascism.
It's fascism. It's the same fascism that it's always been.
Yeah.
It has the same symbols, has the same language, has the same aims, everything. It's the same. But yeah, so like, how do we stop it? We have to identify it, and we have to get comfortable with talking about it. And that's the big hang up for a lot of people, is
Yeah.
they don't want to talk about it. Like they're just afraid to. So
Well, it's
Which understandable. It's a horrible outcome that
Mhm.
comes from fascism. Nobody wants to think that they're capable of cheering that on, but here we are.
but here we are.
or even just
Yeah.
not cheering it on, but just letting it happen.
Yeah.
That's the big one. So the another sort of thing that I often will read to my students is Martin Luther King's letter from the Birmingham jail.
Right.
And so he'd been arrested for like seditious activities or some shit. He basically had been arrested at a protest, and he was in jail. And they put him in jail not because he'd done anything wrong, but because they were trying to break the civil rights movement.
Mhm.
And so he's in the jail, and he's writing. And he said one of the lines in his essay is, he says, my biggest problem with equality, or trying to get equality, it's not the Klansmen, right? It's not the midnight riders. It's not the ones that are lynching us and throwing us in throwing us in cages and all this stuff. He says, my biggest problem is with the white moderate, and the moderates are the ones that say, you know what, I generally speaking agree with your aims,
Mhm.
civil rights activists, but you're too noisy, you're too loud, you're too disruptive. You just
Uncomfortable.
need to just sit back and just like stop inconveniencing me, and just like let me come to this realization in my own time. In other words, let me and society continue to oppress you until we are no longer comfortable with it. And so Martin Luther King basically said they're the greatest enemies to equality, is the moderates, the ones that are just like, I see something bad happening, but I don't want to get involved.
Not
And it
my
turns
problem.
it turns out he wasn't wrong, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Martin Luther King, smart guy.
Yep.
Wasn't it his birthday yesterday?
Oh, was it? Oh.
I don't know. It's possible.
Well, happy birthday, Martin Luther King.
Uh, Matt King Toad says he argued this with his genocide studies teacher in high school, that if we were born in a different time, we could potentially be bystanders or perpetrators of these acts, whether we want to believe it or not. I say this, I tell this to people, all anyone who will listen. Do you want to know the kind of person you would have been in 1936 in Germany? You want to know the kind of
Yeah.
person you would have been during the rise of fascism? Look in a mirror. Who you are now is who you would have been then, right? If you stood by and did nothing now, that's who you would have been back then. If you were on board if you were on board with Trump and the fascists today, you would have been on board with Hitler back then. Remember, Hitler was a joke in the 1920s and 30s. He was
Oh
a
yeah.
joke. People laughed at him. Remember, this is the guy that got arrested for the beer hall putsch, which was
Failure.
it was considered a joke. He was a joke. Everyone thought he was a joke until one day he wasn't, right? Like, you want to know what kind of person you would have been? Nazis didn't come out of nowhere. Fascism didn't come out of nowhere. It came slow. It creeped in. The beer hall putsch was the start. It failed, and people laughed and dismissed it and said, "Ah, these fascists, what do they know?" 10 years later, they were running the show, right? Like, it's gradual, and people are often far more comfortable maintaining the status quo, so that they don't either A, change things for themselves because they might benefit, or B, rock the boat and thereby draw attention to themselves. Yeah. Anyways, good times. Any predictions about what American politics are going to be like in the wake of the Trump era? Yeah, it's going to be pretty much what you see today. It's going to be increased polarization, radicalization. I fully expect to see more political violence. I don't see that ending anytime soon. But I also think that the Americans are right on the cusp
Yeah.
of
Totally. Feel it.
being able to reorganize their society, right?
Yeah.
They're right there. Trump is there, right? Trump got in power. Trump has all this. Trump was there. Great. So is AOC, right? So is Ayanna Pressley. So is Ilhan Omar. So are all these upcoming progressive activists who are trying to do things like ensure universal health care. The times, they are changing. And the last time America had this kind of polarization was the McCarthy era. And what happened after the McCarthy era? After the McCarthy era, after the sort of the Red Scare and all that hardcore conservatism collapsed, we saw an explosion in the civil rights movement, gay rights, women's rights, right? An explosive growth in progressive civil justice, right? And
Yep.
social justice. So, could go either way.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like everybody who was apathetic towards politics before now suddenly has feel like there's a reason for them to get, if not involved, at least to start voting and stuff. So I feel like more people will be getting more comfortable with left ideals and wanting change for the better.
Well, I mean, what Trump did is, yeah, Trump activated a very, very nasty
Yeah.
streak of American politics
Yep.
that's been kicking around forever. But what he also did was galvanize an entire generation of
Totally.
activists, right?
Yeah.
And so,
Absolutely.
yeah, I can't predict what's going to happen, but I can see the signs, and the signs are they're at this crossroads.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
feel like it'll, like, just from my limited knowledge of history from school, is every time that something terrible happens, like even an extended amount of time of terrible, usually better things come from it. And so I can see better things coming from this. We just have to get through the terrible part first.
yeah, this I often feel very, very bad for young folk today, because young folk, 18 to 24, they're coming of age in a period of sort of political turmoil where the partisanship, the atmosphere, this is an anomaly. Historically speaking,
Yes,
this is an anomaly.
totally. Yeah.
this isn't what politics usually is.
This
Pretty
isn't
friggin'
normal.
boring.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
so boring.
Yeah.
This is like having anxiety over a presidential election. This is not normal.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
you know,
It'll get better. We
it'll
just
get better.
have to keep people honest.
Just got to keep pushing.
Who are you calling young? Man.
What's that?
I said, who are you calling young? I fit into that category.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're just a baby.
Yeah, that's true.
It's efficiency. Sharpness
pretty little
4. Alright, what do I get from my boots? What is depth strider?
I think you can run on water.
Boom. My
Well,
boots are now depth strider.
Sweet.
Maybe not run on water, but you move faster in water. And I
Logan,
think
is this your house?
soul sand. Depends where you are.
It's like a pretty little.
Oh, yeah, you're here. It's
Yeah,
my
hey.
house. It's just like a communal house.
It's so nice.
This is the trade house.
Look at you. You got little bushes here and everything. This is so cute. I like it. I like your fireplace.
Let's see. Matt King Toad says, "Ask you after you answer Bagel's other question. I have another one for you. What's my take on privatized prisons, and could they ever work constructively? Privatized prisons are an abomination.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I won't even mince words about this. Churning profit off of the incarceration of other human beings is inhuman. Prisons, at least some form of carceral system is necessary. Although I'm something of an abolitionist, I tend to think that we could do a hell of a lot better in terms of how we treat people within the prison system. Private for-profit prisons are horrific. Like, if you want to look at a list of the top 20 worst prisons in America, they are all private. Right? There's nothing good about them. They strip prisoners of dignity. They strip them of like anything. They treat them like
Humanity.
animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, they treat them the worst, like so bad. So much of what happens in private prisons in the U.S. in Canada would be considered unconstitutional. It'd be
Mhm.
considered cruel and unusual.
Yeah.
It's horrific. Um, Guys that I've listened to who've been in prison who talk about like they only get 2 meals a day, and the meals
Oh.
that they get are like freeze dried and then rehydrated
Oh.
mashed potatoes, some like a shitty bologna sandwich, and even
That's
that they have to pay like
not.
$6 for it. It's ridiculous.
They have to pay for their food.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Oh, look, it's Graham.
Oh yeah.
Graham.
What's up?
Bagel says, and it incentivizes recidivism. Yeah.
Absolutely, it does.
I mean, for those of you who are watching that are in my classes, in 100A, we talk about crime and deviance towards the end of the semester. And one of the things that I point out is that if the point of your prison
Yeah.
system is to A, get justice, right? So you're trying to get justice for the victims, and B, reduce recidivism, right? If that's one of your secondary goals is to ensure that the people who leave your prison never come back, the system that we have set up right now, even in Canada with our mostly public prison system, is bad. It actually doesn't meet that goal. What we find is that the longer you're in jail, the more likely it is that you will go back as soon as you get out, or
Yeah.
quickly thereafter. Recidivism is like the single biggest problem in sort of structurally in the prison system, and some countries do it way better than others. Finland and Sweden both have relatively low recidivism rates compared to the rest of the world. The United States has the single worst recidivism rate of any industrialized nation. I mean, that's hardly surprising. The U.S. executes more people than China does.
Yeah.
It executes more prisoners than any other industrialized nation, and it has more of its own population in prison than literally any other country. Like, it's just
God.
bonkers. But
Well,
yeah,
they have to in order to make money off of it.
and that's exactly the point. Is
Yeah.
that recidivism is a good thing for your profit model if you are a private prison, right? that constant revolving door of prisoners. Just keep those cells full because you don't get paid if those cells are empty, right? So yeah, it's nasty.
There's also a point to bring up with that for how they what's it called, especially in the States, how being a felon is
Yes.
essentially a life ender.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like there's like even
Can't
if
get a
you
job.
yeah, like even if you come out reformed, educated,
Doesn't
and
matter.
ready to do stuff, yeah, it does
Yeah.
not matter because your criminal past will prevent you from applying for almost any job. Like
Just
there's even fast food jobs
yeah.
will turn you down.
This is a
Yeah.
country that if you're a felon, you can't vote in a lot of states.
Yeah.
Like they strip you of your constitutional rights, and not for any reason that's justifiable. It's literally for moral reasons.
Well, and I have a feeling that it is also because a lot of those people that are in jail are not white. So it's one more way of keeping not white people from voting.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's one of the
That's why Florida freaked out when they that bill got pushed through that
Yep.
restored voting rights
Oh,
to a
nice.
huge segment of their population, and they
So
went into a
good.
full-on freak out,
All the
and
white
actually
people.
tried to institute a poll tax
Oh, for God's
Yep.
sakes.
and stuff.
Yeah,
They
well,
tried to sneak a thing in where if you wanted to vote, you couldn't have any um, outstanding debts to the court.
right.
So
Of course.
like, yeah, so like if you had like 20
Wow.
bucks owing for something,
Hmm.
like for a ticket or like for some fee for processing, that would prevent you from voting. And yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I mean, if you're in America, um, so Matt King Toad brought this up in the chat. If you're in America and you've ever been called by a telemarketer who is trying to sell you on anything, there is a non-zero chance that the telemarketer that you're
Yeah.
talking to is actually a prisoner,
Yeah.
because some private prisons will set up call centers as that's part of their like work release programs or their you know the idea that you want your inmates to be doing some kind of work. Well,
Yeah.
the call centers are heavily subsidized, um,
Mm.
so the prison is making money by having their prisoners work as telemarketers. And so yeah, so there's like that's the kind of stuff that happens. And they're paid pennies, like
Yeah, for
pennies,
sure.
to do this work. And it's just like it's just, in my view, it's just an offense to human dignity. Like it's horrific.
Well, and it's an extension of slave labor, right? Like
Yup,
America still has slave labor.
exactly. Yeah, it's absolutely horrific. So just noting, this
Casually noting.
this stream has gotten real dark. We've gone some real dark places. We went from talking about conspiracy theories, which I love, to genocide, which I don't. Things have gotten dark, man. It's almost
Mm.
like, although in fairness, I invited it.
Yeah.
It is my fault.
It is
Yeah.
I've
I
done it.
I need to own this. I always tell students that one of the things about sociology is that it's a buzzkill. It makes you'll never be popular at parties.
So
Unless
true.
it's sociology parties.
Those are never fun
Really? I had
unless it's
fun.
with Luigi, one
Yeah,
of our
that's
professors
true.
from Kelowna, UBC
Yeah.
Okanagan. He used to get we'd have these big like raging house parties at his house.
Nice.
And be faculty and like grad students and only upper level. You had to be third year or above
Yeah.
to get in. But once you got in, the parties went like until dawn.
Yeah. Miss that guy. So sweet.
Yeah, he was great. Good old Luigi.
Sorry, guys, I didn't want to interrupt the conversation, but I stepped away there for a few minutes.
Oh
How
well,
are you?
welcome back, man.
Oh, you've been busy.
Did you get food?
We actually ordered in. We got some Japanese food tonight.
Mm.
Some chicken and beef yakisoba. I got a BC roll, some gyoza.
Yum.
This all sounds amazing.
I watched a fellow make some udon noodles, and
Yes.
I kind of want to try it now.
Yeah.
Cause like the udon didn't seem that hard to make,
No. And you can.
But like hand pulling stuff seems
Oh.
difficult. But
Like
this
literally.
recipe that I saw anyway, she was like cutting the noodles.
Oh.
So that seems better. Like, maybe I'll try that sometime.
What kind of flour do they use for that? Is that rice or wheat?
Yakisoba is
The udon.
the udon. Yeah, sorry, udon. It's wheat or
Ah.
barley because they use the hulls.
I
For
think
some of them.
Brain's right. But honestly, I can't tell you.
Sorry, I'm just typing in the chat.
That's fine. I'm typing in udon ingredients. Yeah, it's a wheat flour noodle. Ha! I knew watching Food Wars would pay off eventually.
All right, take care, Matt King Toad. Nice to talk to you.
Bye.
On that note, it is almost 10 o'clock. I am actually going to end the
haven't
stream
eaten yet.
myself. I haven't eaten yet. It's time for me to get some.
Just in time.
Yeah, you
Hey,
probably have
get
some
it?
Oh no,
food.
I'm gonna come back and play Minecraft. I'm just not gonna do it in front of an audience.
Mm.
It's been a slice, folks. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the talk, even though it veered into the dark pretty quick there towards the end. Yeah. But anyways, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you in class, or I'll see you in the stream next week. Adios.
Good night.
Bye.
Later.
And
I'm gonna let
Done.
mine run until we're at even 3 hours.
Yeah, okay. So I built like a communal home.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love it.
So if anyone wants to ever drop stuff off, there's like
Nice.
9 chests in here.
it's pretty nice.
Eventually
so
put
cute.
some more tools and stuff. And then there's also a like two semi-automatic smelters. You just like throw stuff in and it'll
I've got a massive bread farm. There's also potatoes and beetroots and carrots, and then I've also got sheep. So you can, and shears are in my house, so you can grab shears to make beds if you want. Yeah, feel free to help yourself to whatever I've got, except for don't take my diamonds, please. I'm gonna be right back. I need to have some food and stop talking for a bit.
Your
That's fair.
food is in a bowl next to the fridge.
You're a bowl next to the fridge.
Okay.
It's literally just next to the fridge, so it's on the ground.
Yeah.
Just
I gotta
getting
scoop
here
it up with my
tonight.
hands.
It's like where we
Alright.
put Bella's food.
I'm just gonna mute myself, but I'll be back in a bit.
How about Candace?
Hi.
How are you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Not bad.
Good.
Why just okay?
Oh,
You had a day.
yeah. It was a day. But
Aw.
it's okay.
Were you working?
Because now I'm playing Minecraft. I was
Nice.
not. I was not working. Just some family stuff.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I won't
Yeah.
bum out Michael's stream.
Right.
with what happened, the contents of the last 2 days.
We
Oh,
were
2
talking
days.
about like genocide and
Yeah.
stuff.
And
I-
conspiracies.
Yeah.
Civilization was going
It got
some
dark.
Fair enough.
rough
Fair enough.
places.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But interesting though, right? Like,
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm sad I missed it. That sounds interesting.
yeah.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
gonna upload this to YouTube, so you can always watch it.
Perfect. I can
That's right. Yeah.
stop back in
See what
and
you missed.
what the heck version are we on now for Minecraft? I gotta update
So-
my Optifine.
All I
think
have.
16.5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Optifine.
Just downloaded when I.
And there's
Is that the
bees now,
Use?
Hmm?
There's been bees for a while. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I haven't played much lately.
Yeah.
None of us have played much lately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while. Is this where I'm supposed to be? I hope so.
See, I have
Show
no
all versions.
torches.
Download. Okay.
So if you're, I see that there is somebody in the chat.
one?
If you ever want to drop a question or join in the conversation, we talk about all kinds of random stuff. Just let
Oh,
me
yeah,
know.
just bring it up.
Go.
we don't have to talk about genocide.
Yeah, we've already done that tonight.
Hmm.
All we talk about here
Okay.
is genocide and atrocities. And go.
Yeah.
Now I have to figure out where
Here's so many zombies.
to put this.
Trying to figure out why my had some bad lag going on there for a bit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Oh, zombie.
and the
Oh,
zombies
crap.
can't reach me, but
One of the tiny zombies.
Oh, I
Oh, I hate
hate
those
those
Those are
so
worse.
much.
Look at that consent.
Why'd they have to put those in there?
I know. It's like the worst mob.
Yeah. I hate
All right.
how fast they are.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, smart friends. Where do I put my Minecraft mods? I can't remember now how to get to the.
oh god,
Where do I put Optifine?
Don't
Okay, well,
you put it
I
in
will
with.
take a look.
I can't remember. It doesn't
Shoot.
go in with the actual game?
I don't know. I can't find the
No.
actual game folder.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I always get the exe version,
Oh,
where like it thinks for you.
sounds smart. I
Says-
just got like a jar file.
Oh, the jar. Oh fuck, what's it
That's
called?
okay. Sophie, I'll figure it out. Oh, look at that.
Somebody tells you how to do it. It's like
With pictures.
love with pictures.
Screenshots are
I am
great.
not a computer person, so.
God no.
Orange
Yeah, people at my
is
office
solid.
think that I am.
Yeah, I know.
Infuriating.
That's it. Well, it's
I'm-
probably because you're younger than most of them.
Constantly
I'm not that
having
much
to
younger.
check
Yeah.
people at work and remind them that I don't understand how servers work and that they need to explain it to me.
Yeah.
God,
Uh,
so glad we don't have servers at work. Or if we do, I don't know where they are, so like no one asks me about them.
You.
there it is.
Just let a network administrator deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I get paid for that.
It's a
Like I
shader
literally
pack.
had someone come over to me one day, like, "Hey, like you're the data integrity specialist for this district, aren't you?" I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
I,
What are those
if so,
words you
I'm deserved a lot of back pay.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Which has been modified. Okay, well, I'm just gonna try to play and we'll see what happens, I guess.
Do it.
do it.
Anyone know why I'm
Oh,
a
yeah.
snowman?
They
Yeah,
can't
Graham, do you know?
support-
What?
Oh, okay. So, Candace, what I had to do was okay. So, uh,
Who's the snowman?
It just it
I'm a
says that I
snowman
can
for some
launch it, but
reason.
it doesn't support the latest player safety
yeah.
features.
So
So,
I
oh well.
think that's the same thing that I had.
I'm fine with being unsafe.
Actually. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not the same thing that I had. Graham, how do you change your skin?
You have to upload. It's in that's way back in the screen that first comes up when you
Uh-huh.
open your Minecraft launcher.
Yeah.
I believe it's one of the settings in there, and you have to upload your skin into it and select it. Think.
This is not compatible with snapshot versions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Candace, you have to go to. Let me just quit game and then try. And
Thanks.
Go back in. But I've never come across this before, but it must be in the. Okay,
Fine.
so when you first open the game, you have like the image from the dungeons thing.
Yeah.
And then I went up to the tab that says installations.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back to my launcher then.
Yeah.
Uno momento.
Oh, skins there. Okay.
Okay, installations.
Yeah, and then it says latest release play.
Right. I think this one doesn't have any of my like mods and stuff though. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. Maybe let's try that. Let's just try it. We'll see what happens.
Oh boy, eggs.
Give it a shot.
Need iron.
That's what I look like. Wow, I look like an idiot. That's funny.
Probably cute though.
It's the one that I was always the like emo looking kid.
Oh, here we go. Is it? Oh, yes. Got it. Thank you, Sarah. That worked
Oh, good.
perfectly.
Yeah, good.
Love surface iron.
It's really the best.
It is.
Hey.
Oh,
Okay.
this is a big iron vein here. Nice.
Oh gosh, there's so
Yeah.
many ender peoples. Ender bubbies.
It's mostly
So-
underwater. That's
There's a
challenging.
little hut right by spawn here. Is this a welcome hut or is there actually stuff built around spawn?
I think that's
Where
Graham's.
are you guys? What's
Yeah,
your
I've got a little
coordinates?
hut on a hill. with a
Yeah.
fence around
Oh,
it.
okay. Oh, wow. Look at that.
If you look at the castle and then look to the left of the castle, I'm building a welcome.
Cutest heck house.
Yeah.
So cute.
Sweet. Oh, I like the chimney.
Thank you.
It's nice. Were you gonna build a God, words.
Words are
My
hard.
brain's not functioning at all. Communal home. Oh, that's nice. So you planning to build a like a hobbit hole with a natural cave inside type thing or something?
I already did.
Oh, okay. Well, lead me.
I haven't progressed it very far,
That's okay. I'm just
but
interested to see where you're at.
if you walk down this path of broken
Dreams,
stone,
hopes.
Here, wait up. I want to follow you around for this tour,
okay.
and then that'll be it for my stream here.
There was 11 iron in that surface vein that I found.
Nice.
Now I need coal.
Me? Oh, sure. Yeah, you can watch Michael's stream. I'll stream too, though. You can watch Michael's Twitch stream.
Or are you watching right now, Candace?
Pardon?
Are you watching right now?
Yes, maybe I'm that one person.
You are that one person for sure. You
Hi.
are.
I did it. Sorry. I could see 2, and I was like, I guess he's not talking to me.
No, there's always a default 1.
Okay.
I think that,
Well, it's me
Yeah,
then.
that's just me.
It's usually yeah,
Yeah.
or it's yourself.
Can I have some food?
All right, Logan, where's your house? Oh, I see it.
Mom, drop food. I like
Uh,
these signs. These are
I'm-
good signs.
I haven't put anything in the food.
The food box doesn't have food in it, though.
Yeah, that's the one that I just was throwing stuff in before.
This is actually pretty nice up here.
But Candace here.
Built this fast.
Thank you.
Heck yeah, I did. I perfected the art of.
This style of,
There's a
This- yeah.
loft.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
What?
gonna put a bed up there. In
So
case
much
anybody
space for
uses that.
activities.
Hell yeah! You know what? I'm gonna tear my place down over here.
Ow.
I'm gonna build something in that little hole there. That's awesome up there.
I don't know where Graham is, but yeah.
Is there like a cleared plateau on a mountain? With like, a little tiny hill behind it?
No, but there's like there's that nice house. There's the fortress, the house, and then my survival shack. And in the mountains behind it, I just went up there to find looking for some coal. Walked in, and there's just this huge amount of coal right away. And I'm like, wow, why am I wasting my time?
Cool.
This is my dog.
Hi,
Your
dog.
dog?
Build
He's a
secure-
dog?
Yeah.
I
Woof,
love
woof.
him.
Yeah.
The
This is all I've
kitchen.
done.
Got
Graham,
a
I just
door.
realized you killed my cat.
Nice galley kitchen.
I what?
You killed my cat.
I didn't kill your cat. Oh, when I reset the server? Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
monster. Sorry.
Yeah.
Seems pretty dark in here, Logan. Are you gonna like?
Look at all the hanging lanterns.
Well, I'm just saying, like, what if stuff spawns
It's
and then it
on
drops
the
onto your bed?
So far nothing has, but
That's good.
So far, nothing.
bunch of
This is pretty cool. I like this.
That's because
Nice.
as long as he's in there or within like so many
but he wasn't,
squares,
though.
it won't spawn. But if he
Like-
leaves,
Or maybe in the same chunk, but like you're not.
yeah.
This will eventually be an enchanting table once I find a diamond. This
Okay,
is
bye.
down to
A leap
Okay.
of faith. Scraw!
I hear there's Minecraft going on.
a heck yeah.
Oh hey.
Word. Join
Uh,
us.
I think I will.
Yeah.
Hi, Andrew.
It's a brand new realms.
Hi.
Awesome.
I reset it, so there's nothing. It's everyone's starting from scratch, but it has all the new biomes in it.
Is there new biomes? I haven't even looked recently.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch in like the Nether, and
Oh, that
there's
yes,
like
okay.
there's ones underground now too.
Oh, the
So
new
there's,
cave
like,
update.
living caves
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah,
Okay, I
There's
haven't played since the cave
underground
update.
biomes?
Yeah.
What?
I want to build.
yeah. There's like living caves and like weird
Mhm.
monsters in those
I
caves
forgot
that'll
about that.
chase you and try to bite your face off.
Oh my gosh.
Excellent.
I love things that try to bite my face off.
That's the spirit.
So thrilling.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Feel alive.
I launched with my Optifine, but it's not up to date, so I'll have to launch vanilla.
Actually, if you do what Sarah very smartly told me to do, which is go to your installations tab and select latest release and then launch it as long as
Yeah.
Optifine is in your shadow whatever it is, shader packs folder.
Yeah.
It's still for me with Optifine and
perfect.
with my texture pack.
Yeah, I'm not going back to non-shaders ever.
No, no.
Although I
After
haven't
figuring
seen
that out.
water yet. Oh no, wait,
I don't
it's
think it
not
is running
working.
for you.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's new ones.
I lied
can
to your
find,
face,
though.
Anna. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
Didn't
I'm
even
pretty
care.
sure I downloaded it, but I guess it's not
Uh,
working.
I have
Oh, wait.
forgotten how realms work. Do I need to be sent to access?
You probably need the invite. You need to be
Okay.
whitelisted.
Let me see.
Yeah, hang on. Let me. The sun's almost down. Let me finish chopping the silver
Yes.
fence
Of
down.
course.
and
I'll look in
run
your
it through.
Minecraft thing and see if it's there.
Shader packs?
Guys, just heads up, just because you're joining, but we have been streaming for most of the night. I'm gonna
Oh, okay.
let mine go for like another 15 minutes or so, and then I'm just gonna bring it to an end.
So make it good.
Well, no, just
Hello, Andrew.
so you
Don't
are
tell
aware.
people your social insurance number.
Yeah.
It's going
good to be
online.
Because it
aware.
will be recorded and it will be put on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Oh no,
Okay,
I
that's
hear
been
scary
few
gurgles.
torches.
Scary. There it is, a scary gurgle zombie.
I just punched my sheep by accident.
What are these?
Was it an accident,
Well,
What is that?
No.
What's a horse?
or was it rage? Because it wasn't walking the right way again.
Stupid
Wait.
sheep.
Is this
Walk the
a
right way.
this is a full release?
I think so.
I mean,
Nice.
I downloaded. I already have Optifine 1.16, so I'm not sure why it's
What's,
1.16.5.
0.5. What do I have? Oh, the heck.
I need more iron for light.
Yeah, I've got 1.16.1, so I'll get rid of that. Download.
I gotta remember how to do all this.
Unconfirmed download.
Okay, so disconnect. Players.
Disconnect.
1, 2,
Press
3, 4,
star.
6, 7, 8. Okay. Invite player. What is your player name?
Same as my username on Discord.
Moonflowerer?
Yes. I've had that handle since Xbox Live.
Nice.
Actually, since Neopets is actually when I made it.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, so Moonflowerer, you have been invited to the
I see it. Awesome.
Ready for an Anna explosion. Of fancy things that appear quicker than you could possibly imagine.
Oh, well, I'm working now. It's not the summer, so.
Oh, true, true. I couldn't believe how fast you put up that dragon
That's
thing.
all I was doing was Minecraft.
And I just can never believe the scale of the things that you build.
Oh, thank you.
It's just
I'll see if I've got a
Actually-
good inspiration this time.
inconceivable. How do I shot web? I'm gonna sign off and see whether Optifine will work now.
Yeah, I was just in the process of downloading the new one.
Maybe.
Is anyone in a bed?
No, I don't even have a bed yet.
I'm not even online.
Yeah, I'm not.
I keep hitting the wrong button to sprint. That's definitely a different game. My
Adding
brain
to
is
the
trying to
challenge.
play. Yeah. It's a nice castle right near spawn.
That's Michael's.
Oh, nice. Trying to find a way in. I think I found it.
Duplicate?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I don't remember how to.
Hey, that's what the.
We were talking about that earlier.
About
Du-
duplicating.
Duplicating.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's Ed.
Hey, duplicating. Yeah, that's what the kids are calling the sex these days.
Netflix and duplicate.
I thought it was replicating. Oh man, I'm behind on my slang.
I know. You're so out of it, Graham. Get with the now, man.
I gotta get with it.
Thought it was making whoopee.
Possible.
That's got to be one of my
Terrible
favorites.
names for
but,
things. It's like, what are you guys doing? We're making whoopee. What the fuck?
Goldberg! No.
Sounds like
Doesn't even
gross.
sound good.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun or safe.
Oh, I'm near a
Sounds-
bed. I can sleep in it.
Sounds like diarrhea.
And they're just like, whoopee!
Ah.
Oh,
I just
boy.
posted a trailer into Discord for a game that I really want to play. It looks adorable.
What
It's
is-
like, it's kind of like Breath of the Wild looking, but like, I don't know, better graphics maybe,
Breath
not
of the
cell
Viking.
shaded.
Oh, yeah. I've been keeping an eye on that one. It looks really cool.
What game is it?
Kenna
Kenna.
Bridge of Spirits.
Oh.
Is it only
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not.
PlayStation?
Oh,
Apparently I hit T at some point.
Oh,
no,
are you?
Oh, yeah, no, it's for PC as well.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's coming out
Oh.
March 2021.
Yeah, I don't have a
Uh,
bed moonflower, so
There's one in my.
You can relog. I know
Think-
Logan wanted it to be morning.
Can't. Oh, I
I
am
mean,
there you
gonna
go.
disconnect.
There.
There we go.
2, 3, there you go. Play.
I thought they had actually added a thing where it was like if a certain percentage were in bed, it would switch.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That would make sense.
It used to be like either 50% or 2/3 or something, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I
it's
know there
not
was.
that.
I know, like my old server host would always set that, like, add that mod in.
I have a feeling that it's because my other mods are not up to date that I can't launch that.
Yeah, you might need a new shader. Actually, I'm gonna fiddle with that too.
Help.
gosh.
So you need to run the newest Optifine. which
Run
I
it?
thought Yeah, because it's you have to install. So I've got it installed, and then you'll have to make sure Minecraft's totally closed. I think sometimes I think it's worked before. And then what was it was the BSL shader pack or something?
Oh, that's.
Oh yeah, it was.
I have. Okay, maybe that's part of what's happening here.
Yeah, you'll need Optifine and then the most recent shader pack from them.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, this is
There's
already looking
only-
better.
Edwin,
Hi.
I only have the option of 3 different skins for my little guy.
Okay.
I thought there were more. Or like,
You can
how do you
download
change?
more.
Yeah, you can download. I'm not too sure how you would switch them out though.
On the Minecraft website.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
I've got BSL 7.2.
Noise.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find where my
my
shader
new home.
packs are. They're there.
I like.
Okay, I got 7.1, so I need
Like
to download
using
7.2.
So
Yeah, I've actually never made a mountain home successfully before.
Oh, there's 7.4 now.
Well, this is the time.
Yeah.
when I downloaded Optifine, I got a jar file.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then just run that.
Oh,
Executable.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, install. All right. It's installed. Great.
You did it.
Perfektenschlag.
Oh.
Graham, where is your weird house? Because I
It's gone
have.
now.
Oh, because I
I'm,
have
I'm,
a.
I'm, if you look, is that you running around where it used to be?
Yep.
Yeah. See, if you look over towards the mountains where all the gravel is,
Hmm?
I don't
see
know.
me hopping?
To your right, Ed.
Yeah, to
Oh
your
yeah,
right.
there you are. I see you. I've got a bed for you.
Oh, thank you.
I do what I can for the homeless community.
Well, I have a home, Ed. I'm part of the bedless community. Is the problem?
All right, that's fair.
I mean, you can't trust those bed stores or mattress stores.
The mattress stores.
It's-
Yeah. Well, I mean that's just a given, right? I mean,
They
like
launder
big
all the
mattress is trouble.
yeah.
Oh
big
no.
mattresses.
Money
fuck,
launderers.
yeah.
Yeah, they're mobsters and money launderers. We
My
had this long
download is
just
beginning.
we had this long discussion in the Twitch stream about how mattress stores are really just fronts for the mob. It's like this old school conspiracy theory.
I'm convinced.
Sold.
Okay, let's see if this works in the first try. Yay!
Did it work?
Yeah.
Well, I
You're
mean,
so
as far as conspiracy
smart.
theories go, that's actually got
It's got
at
legs.
yeah.
Clamps got legs.
All right, let's get
Oh,
some
yes.
wood.
Did you ever read the BC
She said.
comics?
The what?
Or the BC comics?
Oh, BC. Oh, Jesus, dude, that's like
Yes.
Ancient.
yeah, that's like
Yeah.
asking, do you read Herman?
They were my dad's favorite, so he had like all of them. And I read them. So good.
Yeah.
I wonder if it remembers my settings.
Probably. Minecraft never forgets.
Oh, I meant for the shader though.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Shading.
I can't remember. Everything looks a little bit bright, but there's a lot of settings, and maybe I won't play with them yet.
This works.
Oh right, I do not want the leaves pulsing. I hate that.
Why is it-
They're breathing.
just pulsing.
Yeah. Grass, sure. Leaves, no.
Pulsing leaves.
Gwen was
Mhm.
so funny today. She went for a long walk with Chantel, and then like insisted she wasn't tired and didn't need to nap. And then the moment she put her head down on her pillow, it was
Lights
Lights
out.
out.
Yep. Death Star powered down immediately.
Yeah.
Gorilla radio.
Aw.
Such a little cutie. Oh my goodness. And she was so proud 'cause she got to use her toolkit today.
Aw.
'Cause we had to measure something for to move a chair from like a recliner chair from where it was into Chantel's office.
Mhm.
And so yeah, we had to get her toolbox out. And she came over, so proud of her little toolbox. And
That's hilarious.
Cute.
Anna, save me. It didn't work for me on the first try.
Did you put your new shader pack into your shader folder?
I think so. I will. I'm streaming. If you
Okay.
don't mind,
Ooh.
I'll just I'll show
I
you.
don't mind.
Okay.
Do we ever watch our language? Or is yours,
No, should just on Discord, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't see your stream.
Michael's still
You're not live
streaming.
on Discord for me.
No, I think it closed
Oh, there we
Candace
go.
when you.
Am I now?
there you go.
No.
Yeah, now you're live. Oh, okay.
I don't
So when
think
you
it's
launch
swearing's-
Minecraft, did you launch it through Optifine or through the latest release?
Optifine.
Oh, weird.
So in here now I didn't extract this folder though.
You
Oh
don't
yeah,
have-
that's probably it.
So do I have to do that?
Yep.
Guess I'll just do it right here. See what happens.
'cause
Okay.
I found like
The one I had in there wasn't extracted before.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't need to.
Yeah, you don't- you
Let's
don't have
watch from the beginning.
What was that, Michael?
it's like I found the sea floor, but it's just all obsidian.
Nice.
There's so much obsidian on this other side of this wall here.
Yes, you've
I've
got the right. You've got the right one at the bottom. Yeah, for sure.
The only thing I can think of is that there are other weird items in here. I don't think this needs to be here.
Yeah, it should be fine.
This
It's
needs to
like
be here.
if you're launching it through the Optifine thing, like those other ones shouldn't
Yeah.
interact. You might just need to go into the shader folder once you've launched it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's different than. Oh, that's probably just your.
I've got the texture pack.
Oh,
yeah.
that might be what's doing it, or were you able to do it before with the texture pack?
Yes. Previously
Oh,
I could.
okay.
It's the same
Yeah,
texture
texture
pack
pack
that Ed
shouldn't
has.
matter. It's the pretty one.
It's facts.
His-
I used to run
It's
that.
pretty.
So hit escape.
Okay, so the pack. Okay, so shader pack isn't running yet.
Hit escape. Go to options, video settings, click on shaders in the left column. You're
Okay.
3 up from the bottom. And
There you
then
go.
select,
.zip.
yeah. I'm doing 0.4, but yours should be okay. Oh, did it crash? Maybe it needs to be 0.4. It should still run on 0.2, but
What is it that it was finding OptiFoint 1.16.2 or something else?
what I was saying is there is a newer version of the shader pack, and I don't think that's
Oh.
causing the crash, but you could
Do you
try
have the newer
that.
one?
I do, yes.
Oh, okay. I went to here.
Yeah.
And I downloaded this one. So I'm guessing there's a newer one somewhere?
Oh, no, that is the same one that I had.
So maybe I just didn't
Let me
select
see. I've got
the right
my
one.
file's called 7.1.04 P3